Attention, Cujo Copters. This is the part where I reveal to you that all of these have been pre-recorded. I've actually been on PTO this whole time, and I will be coming back starting tomorrow.
Hello everyone, it's me, Joshua Cujo, your local grocery store VTuber, coming live at you on a Tuesday night. It's currently 8 p.m. where I am. It's not actually a pre-recorded thing, but tonight we're going to be playing more Coffee Talk 2. Where last we left off, we had gotten through a few more days, mainly, if I remember correctly. Let me put on some music first. Put that on. Put on our usual Coffee Talk music. Where last we left off, we had finished these 3 days, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the the stories included it's part of it is Georgie's night patrols and the reason why the cars have been getting slashed tires, involving a accident from a long time ago. It was referred to as a ferry market, but not necessarily actual like ferries as you would imagine, like ferries in mainstream media. Ferries as in the term for anyone who wasn't referred to as a sapient. Pretty much anything, really. Any magical being is referred to as a fairy, apparently. One that is not recognized as a sapient specifically. So like how banshees and satyrs are now recognized as sapiens in this world, back then more than likely they would have been categorized as also fairies. But there was an accident long ago, a car crash that took a life, unfortunately, and grew into a tree where the market used to be. And this tree, sorry. Let me think again. I'm trying to remember these things. When that being died, it turned into a tree. And people left remembrances, little charms, little things to remember that tragedy. And over time, the city decided to get rid of it. Now, it isn't explicitly said yet. It is implied that in doing so, that started all of the tires getting slashed around the area whenever they're parked near there. Georgie has been, of course, patrolling the area at night, in that area. I said area twice. And in his recordings, he's been seeing, like apparitions, and he's getting a bit scared because he doesn't like the idea of ghosts. But right now, that is what seems to be what's happening. Might be, might not be. There are a lot of fantasy races here. Who's to say that ghosts aren't real in this world? So there's that. And then, let's see here. This day had to do mostly about Hyde. There were some conversation about Lua and Bailey's like wedding planning, which is still having issues and all that. But there's also Hyde, who is moving back to Seattle, planning to move back to Seattle, and being bored about modeling. He's trying to find, in his long life, things go by, things start to get boring after a while. He's found modeling a bit boring. He recalls a memory of a such event. He recalls a memory where he felt happy. A old modeling job that he had done with a person, saying how it wasn't a usual modeling thing. It was an unusual modeling thing. The person who was taking the pictures, took the time to get to know him. The conversation, only took the pictures when they felt it best. And Hyde mentions that it's like he had never seen himself so happy in those kinds of things. He recalls that. And both Hyde and Lou, no, Gala and Lou, I believe, actually pitched the idea of whether or not he might want to become a photographer himself, or a counsel for couples, a couples counselor. There's that as well. What else? What else? I wonder why I am a bit stuttery. That's strange. I've been stuttery for a while. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna fix something real quick. Yeah, we'll see if that works out. If not, well, I'll fix it another time. It's fine. Now, where were we? Recalling some other days. This is a continuation of that whole story about Georgie's night patrols and the old ferry market. It was just a continuation of it. We had some new characters, but they didn't actually order anything. So, as you can see, there's actually a missing portrait there. I actually looked that up, and I actually went back earlier, like not even like 30 minutes ago, to fix some mistakes that I may have made. I also did a couple of things differently, mainly giving Hyde the apartment key instead of Gala, which resulted in a conversation with Gala when he popped up the next time. It was actually here. Yeah, it was on this day. After I had given Hyde the apartment key around, when was it? Whenever I did that, there's a little conversation. I was like, thank you for giving Hyde the apartment key. You saved me $100 because we gave Gala the apartment key afterwards. By then he had already, bought a new apartment key, which cost him $100. But by giving it to Hyde, we save him $100, and he also recalls that Hyde, he can tell when Hyde is going to fly over to Seattle. It's always some sort of like issue that he's having, maybe like bad feelings he's having about his job or life or whatever. We mentioned to him, well, maybe he's coming back for something or someone. It's like, maybe it's you, Gala. Maybe he's coming back because he knows that you're here and you're good company and bonds, or maybe even something better. And Gala also mentions, well, maybe it's you, because he does seem to love this coffee shop. Maybe he's coming back because of you, which is also a valid reason. That's the only change that I did off stream. Yeah, that's the only change I did. So back to what I said earlier here, where there seems to be a missing portrait, which must mean that there would have been someone else here. So when I looked it up, apparently if we had given Riona like incredibly bad service, she actually would stop coming to the cafe. Like if we mess up her drink a few times, she will actually stop coming over. And if that was the case, whoever shows up there in that final character portrait would show up. But because of the fact that we've been giving her fine service, she's here. She's here. And whoever was going to take her place will not show up. So that's why there is a missing character portrait right there. I don't know who would have showed up, but I don't want to think about that. Because it makes me feel sad if I were to have to treat Riona badly. So this is where we are right now. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days left. Now, if I can get to here, October 1st, we'll end tonight's stream there. If not, depending on how these stories go, because some of them are way longer than others, of course. If we can only go through 2, that's fine with me. Because I want to make sure the last stream is at a good length, I guess. Who knows? Maybe the final day would be way longer, enough to make the VOD a bit longer as well. Not that I really care about that. It's fine. But I felt like I could just split these last 5 days into 2 streams. Should be fine. Afterwards, so the choices afterwards would be either to play Red Dead Redemption 2 or play episode Hibiscus, which is coming out on the 10th. Now, next week would be the final stream, which would also be the 10th. So afterwards, we can probably start playing that game to completion and then play Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't mind that. Or depending on whether or not the next 2 streams of Persona 4 Golden will be the last. I don't know how much longer in that game we have. Depending on that, we might just start playing on those days then. So if we finish Persona 4 Golden within the next 2 streams, so up until Saturday, then we'll start it on Thursday, episode Hibiscus. That's what we'll do. All right, let's get into it. Why am I stuttering? Is it me? I must be. Oh no, now I'm smooth now. Maybe it was the menu? Why the menu? This game isn't exactly like graphics heavy or anything like that. It ain't that kind of game. Alright. The Evening Whispers. Hey yo Jojo. Hello I.E. Alton. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. How are ya? Hello. Alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? At least it's pretty. Research responds over alleged algae invasion. Dwarfira Tech teams up with Golemix Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. So this is where we left last time. And if I remember correctly, Bailey shows up in the beginning. Yeah, Bailey's. I haven't seen Aqua or Myrtle since like what, the second day of this game? When are we gonna wrap up their story? They have that whole story about Aqua wanting to sign a contract with a publisher that she really likes, but the contract is like real shady. I want to see the conclusion to that story.
I'm very lucky to have people who's with me no matter what, and I won't take it for granted.
Riona,
Normal schedule. Lucas, you want to know where I got all my awesome sunglasses? Check out my good sponsor here. Use my promo code. Been working with them for eons, and I always love their stuff, but you know that already.
that Aqua. Yeah, Aqua. Was there another Aqua? Oh, you thought VTuber Aqua? No. I meant Coffee Talk Aqua. Give me a second. I need to stretch. I'm feeling a bit tired after yesterday's stream, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going regardless. Hey. Yes, Bailey's. Hey, look. Why are you not looking at Bailey's right now? Hello? Knock knock. Anyone there? Oh, hi. Mr. Bailey's, hi. Sorry I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? I'm alright. You look pretty distracted. Penny for your thoughts? You can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things. How different the world is under the surface, compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Well, yeah, a few people know that we're not exactly human. People don't know the true scope of what we are, but they just know that we are not exactly human ourselves. Funny, I was having similar thoughts on that on my way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe it can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not that easy to know someone. Even if that someone's yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on my mind a lot in the past few days. Does that have anything to do with your wedding to Miss Lua? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago, we decided to take some time apart to think. Sounds ominous. No, I don't mean it like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. We've been through so much. There's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space and figure out what we really want out of our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? You want the short version or the long version? I'm always here for a full story. Alright then, I'm gonna tell you everything. But I think I should order first. Sure thing. What can I make you what can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm would do. So anything, really. Makes sense. How about some herbal tea then? Hibiscus? Butterfly pea? Butterfly pea or hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. Milk and honey. Doesn't matter which one then. Is there a drink that has milk, honey, and one of those ones? Milk and honey. Ah, Dreamin' Blue. Blue pea, milk, and honey. That one works. Blue pea, honey, and milk if you switch them together. I wonder if it matters if I give him something like that then. Milk and honey, hibiscus sweetheart latte. Oh, I should give him the sweetheart latte because of his marriage problems. Save. I'm gonna remember to save these times. Milk and honey. How about this? Sweetheart latte. Here's a latte art of. Okay. What if I start from the bottom and go? Okay, and then we go like the other side. That's not a hard. I don't know how this whole thing works. I really don't. Oh well, here you go. It's abstract art of mountains, I guess. Do I have anything to give? Oops, not that. So the only item that we have right now is Riona's contact information. She wants to give that to Georgie because she feels to blame for him being so scared of the whole situation with the night patrol. Here you go. Hope you like it. Thanks, Mr. Cujo. So nice. Brings me way back. You know, I'm not really in touch with my family anymore. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I don't even miss them most of the time. In the end, we're just a random bunch of people. And we don't have very much in common. It's good that you've learned about yourself, Mr. Baileys. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly. Spot on again, Mr. Cujo. I used to have a very close relationship with my great aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them, or both of them, would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yes, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents, no matter who they are or how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I spent almost all my evenings curled up into a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting. Except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances. Except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel. So she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She would keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea. With milk and honey in it. Drinking this now with you feels a lot like family again. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them. Until she got sick. Oh no. How did that happen? I thought elves don't get sick. Ah, see, that's a part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds. But they do get big bad diseases like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die from them. Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time when someone dies. Incidentally, it also means they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during her last few weeks. Sounds really awful. I didn't manage to visit her. She put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. And then she wasn't very happy before that either. But then, at least she had you. It must have been a little consolation, but yes, I'm glad I was able to be with her. I think I came very close to being trapped with those people. I'm pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Mr. Cujo. Here you are, letting me blab on again. That's more than fine, but you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? I definitely think that's a part of it. In fact... Ooh. Oh, Silver. Oh god, they have similar voices. Hey, because Silver's pretty breathy, low gruff. And Bailey's is a bit more force into it, but also gruff down here. Oh hey, and Amanda as well. So, you know what that means.
Good evening.
Hi, Mr. Cujo. And hi. I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Bailey's. Nice to meet you. And I'm guessing you're Amanda?
We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you?
Lua told me she ran into you a week or so ago.
Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, you are her date?
A little more than that. I'm her fiance.
Truly. Fiance is a successful outcome of dates, with a 0.13p probability.
What's P?
Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization.
Thank you.
Now, Cafe Offspring.
Cafe Offspring? Shh. No, spoiler. You can't be saying that.
Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink.
Okay, Auntie. Whatever. Technically, she would be her aunt. Cafe Offspring. I'd require that new title. Alright, sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Never mind me. You're about to order, Amanda.
We were. And what we wish for is a memorable parting experience.
You're leaving? Oh, I expected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh? Last visit in a while, huh? Last visit in a while, huh? Oops.
That is accurate.
Send in something that's out of this world. Well, in terms of that, we have things that would be considered out of this world. Would be the Galaxy Mint Tea, or There was that one that the Milky Way. That's out of this world. One of those is out of this world. I take it you completed your research on Earth? Oh, what's that? What is this? Oh, here. There you go. Give me 1 second. I take it you completed your research on Earth?
Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our missions.
Interesting. It sounds like there's a story there. But first, tell me, what sort of experience are you after?
We wish to have something we have never had before.
It's time to get creative then.
Yes. Take care not to reuse any ingredient you have served us in the past. Oh,
Shit. So the drink that we made her last time was the Blue Lightning. I remember I gave her the Blue Lightning. No Blue Pea or Hibiscus, buddy. Okay, well I figured no blue. I don't remember giving her Hibiscus, did I? Maybe I might have. But if that's the case, something that's out of this world. Let's see. Let me look back at our things here. A memorable parting experience. Take it you completed your research. You're quite satisfied with the outcomes. We wish to have something we never had before. Can I give you a suggestion? It'll tie into Silver's next drink. Sure. I'm assuming maybe I've already made it. There are still a couple of blank pages. Only 3 left. After midnight. Ooh, that's a good one. After midnight. That has a moon in it. That's out of this world. Chocolate honey ginger. Chocolate honey ginger. Oh, this thing. Fast to make, fast to drink, and the best start to a light year guided adventures. Okay. What are those coordinates? Oh man, you already had it. Yeah, I think I mentioned that last time that off stream I went to endless mode and like free brute and literally did every single combination. You cheater. No, not cheating. I didn't cheat. What are you talking about? And yet, even though I did that, there's still 3 things that I don't have, which led me to believe that those are drinks that will only be available to me when the person asks for it. The last 3 drinks are story relevant. Okay, I figured that. Did that also count for the one that we made Georgie? The one that Koimata? Because I remember, I'm pretty sure I made this one before. Okay, yeah, figured. Okay, so if I give her this one, it's chocolate honey ginger. Yeah. I think we're on a good base to true ending. You could eventually make it an endless app when you unlock it. Okay, that makes sense. Ah, I didn't notice it. There's a little spaceman thing in the right corner of that. I was focusing more on the spaceship. I didn't realize there was just a little guy over there. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you.
The novelty coefficient does not clear the expected parameters, but it does not seem very important right now. We wonder why that is the case.
Huh? That almost sounded like a bad, how would you say, answer. Are you maybe getting a little emotional, Amanda?
We do not wish to discuss this.
That was bad. Yeah, it sounded bad. It's okay. We go back. I'll give her the minty, the galacti. Yeah, that didn't work because the first drink that we ever gave her was the Blue Lightning, which was blue pea ginger. Since that drink had ginger, so that was not a good choice. So we'll give you the galacti minty. Milky Way. Here you go. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. I don't think I gave her anything that had mint or something else. Mint or honey. Actually, I may have given her something that had honey. But technically I gave that to, that was a drink for Silver. No, okay. That doesn't count either. Something that I've never given her before. It's difficult, because now I gotta think of the ones that we made her. Both her and Silver. I guess it counts the one that I gave Silver, which she ordered, but it was for him. So that was the one that I made for Silver had the honey in it. So not that. Let me look at our brew pad again. So nothing that has blue pea, chocolate, honey, or ginger. I think I may have given. Did I? I think. No, I think I gave Silver the black lemon. So not that. Something that she never had before. Lemony snippet. Lemento. Milk, mint, and lemon. I don't think she's had that. Does it matter which one I give her now? Sobo. Galaxy mint tea. I wonder if it matters the base. No, not reuse. When they say ingredient, do they mean the base as well, or only the little additions to it? That's a good question now. Spice Lady. All ingredients, okay. Chocolate milk and cinnamon, so not that. So nothing in the chocolate department. So anything new, huh? So just give her anything new. Anything at all. Midsummer Night's Dream, lemon and honey. That's honey, so not that. Sweet coffee, jingle beans. Coffee, cinnamon. She hasn't had cinnamon or coffee. I never gave her a coffee. Give her just the most bitter thing I could give her. Black magic. I guess it doesn't really matter what I give her then. Genmaicha. I've never given her green tea, so technically I can give her that. Lemonthol. Milk, mint, and lemon. I can just give her the... If it doesn't matter, then I'll give her something incredibly bitter. Here you go. Let's see what her reaction is. It might be something specific that I need to give her. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. Is that new? Oh, there you go. That works.
It does. It is at least 56.941 different from anything else we have experienced. We are, as Earthlings would express, delighted. According to our calculations, this is our 39.846th new experiences arriving on Earth. Coffee, cinnamon. Which one was that?
Coffee, cinnamon. That one is sugar and spice. No, that was honey and cinnamon. Was there a coffee, cinnamon? I guess it really didn't matter. It just had to be something that I never gave her before. Coffee. Oh, jingle beans. I think I remember giving that to someone else. I think so, yeah. Oops.
According to our calculations, this is our 39,846 new experiences arriving on Earth.
That's quite a lot.
Perhaps. However, most of them were rather insignificant in nature.
Oh, what about this one?
This one is in the 99th percentile of significance.
Is that good or bad?
She means it's very significant, right, Amanda?
Very much so. we enjoy this place and we will miss it.
That's... Don't mind me. Getting a bit emotional here. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble.
Ah, that was quite close actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see.
Yeah, Lua mentioned that. It made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. And boy, was it a good night for me, though. I like her angry.
Please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things even after his second visit here. But that's where your help really came in handy, Mr. Kujo.
My help?
Yes, the card that you got off the agent. We asked for help from an associate to run it through the mind you call computer. Once the contents of the card had been unveiled, we analyzed the language of its communication, which is quite an interesting mix, if we may say so. It is roughly 60.0923% syntax and 39.9077% mathematics. We then led a polynomial time attack on its encryption, expressing the ciphertext as...
The point is, Amanda managed to get into the fire system. She obfuscated all mentions of any of us are safe beyond recognition. And some totally legitimate orders came in. Send the agent to Europe on an urgent mission.
Oh no, they sent him to Europe.
Which should last more than enough for him to forget about all of us. Forget all about us.
That sounds incredible. It does sound thrilling.
It was a very simple matter of applying Hive knowledge.
Be that as it may, that's great work, Amanda.
We are pleased.
Amanda's amazing. But let's not forget who got the card in the first place. You really helped us out there, Mr. Kujo. Thank you.
I'm very glad to hear that. Very relieved.
Yes, we have thought on it for a while, and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our my Oni-chan so sad.
Got a hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda?
Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content.
Please don't call me that. That's a very strange way of putting it.
That means our mission is well and truly accomplished.
Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions?
No, we came here for the purposes of general Earthling research. But it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We will be submitting you call it, academic paper. Uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive neural patterns, deep-level communications in hive versus non-hive species.
Wow. That's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand the title.
Amanda always was the brains in the family.
That was your only mission though, Amanda, right?
If you're leaving,
does that mean...
Yes, I'm getting laid. Pearl and I did go out on a date.
Right, you're looking for love, aren't you?
I am. I was. I think I may have found it.
Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago?
Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up this mission from the Hive, when I came to Earth, and during this entire process when I changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does.
That's so great. But I'm curious, doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen?
It does, and it doesn't. And in fact, we hope that is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reason for those desires. The emotions, as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess.
Give me a second. I need a. Okay, never mind. I had to check on something. Oopsies.
But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying, at least to some extent.
Yes, what Amanda said is part of it. I was unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It'll always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared, which is not an uncommon experience, I think.
It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly.
It certainly requires some time, and even more time to find someone who can look at them with you. Not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly.
It's a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing.
Has that been your experience with Lua?
It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered, too. I'm lucky that I have good friends who remind me of that. So, does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Ah, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but... Mr. Kujo, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony. Oh, well, finally. I was sorry, I had assumed that I was invited from the very beginning. Apparently you had to invite me, okay. I see my services in your relationship didn't matter. Until this moment. Which will take place in 3 days hence. Oh, some answers indeed. Yeah. Taking a little time to think really clear in their heads. They should have unofficially invited. Why? I want to go. I want to eat the wedding food. We haven't gotten bogged down in details. In our own insecurities, to be honest. So we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members. Whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. I realize this t-shirt is the Kalua logo. Kalua? Is it? Oh, his shirt? Are you talking about Bailey's? Wait, what's Kalua? I'm very touched, Mr. Bailey's. Ah, come on, Mr. Kujo. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as is this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. A special invitation card for a certain someone. Okay, give that to Hyde. Gotcha. Well, Hyde and Gala's invitation, seeing how that's his obvious +1. Would you give it to them when you see them? It would be an honor. Kalua. Coffee liqueur. Made with rum, sugar, and Arabian coffee. You had me at coffee liqueur. Interesting. Maybe I should get me some of that. It would be an honor. Silver and Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lua won't mind. Would you like to join us for the party?
Party? This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99.999% pleasant, and 0.001% disappointing that we have to refuse.
Yes, I truly appreciate the offers, Bailey's. Sadly, we're leaving Seattle tomorrow.
Really? That's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda?
Not yet. We are going on an adventure.
Sounds very exciting.
It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country. And maybe even a bit further if we got time. We're basically going to be tourists.
Tourists is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a mission, a purpose. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling, which is in essence circular reasoning.
It may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. Let me try that again. I was like, may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things, to enjoy life, you know?
Enjoyment as a purpose. That is new to us, but we are 99.999 excited to try it out.
And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to blend in, that I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Mr. Cujo, that I always have a place to return that I'll always have a place to return to where I'll feel home. Well, that makes me a lot less nervous.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Father, Oto-san. Daddy!
Stop looking at me like that.
I think I should order a drink.
Of course. What can I make you?
I like to reflect the spirit of our upcoming journey, but I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing.
So sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And how about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun?
I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice would be amazing.
Oh, well, that's where we make that one drink. Save. What was it? Chocolate powder. Was it honey and ginger? Or was it ginger and honey? It was honey and ginger. There you go. Here's a 299.742.458 for light speed traveler.
Oh, we like this name. It is evocative and adventurous.
Evocative.
Yes, it is the speed of light, not evocative of great adventures.
The speed of light. Oh, wow. Way to target your audience, Mr. Cujo. Thank you. But do you like the taste, Silver? Dad?
I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. It's got a spicy kick of ginger to start with, which keeps you on your toes. But then the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda.
How does a taste remind you of us?
I guess he's saying that you're sweet, but with a strong character as well.
That's about right.
We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet, we are pleased.
Well, let's settle then. Whenever you miss Amanda, Silver, you can come here and I'll make you this drink.
I like that. Thank you, Mr. Cujo.
Whoa, what was that? why did it shake so much? Whoa, careful there. You don't want to spill a drink you enjoy this much.
You're right. I'm just so excited. I can barely sit still.
I can imagine. The first trip across the country is a big deal.
It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited.
That was quite a dramatic pause. Tara, okay, that was quite a dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're gonna say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives.
Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien...
with a secret society and an alien background.
It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual, but this particular thing is very commonplace.
Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.999%.
Oh, hold on. Wow, hold on. Amanda, you met Pearl. Sorry, what? Amanda, you met Pearl? You talked about movies? Now she's joining you two on a holiday. How did any of that happen?
We watched orc westerns all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well.
You don't exactly sound thrilled.
Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas.
I see. Learned a couple of compromises the hard way.
I suppose so.
I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and that they got along. Does that mean she also knows where you're from, Silver?
She does. In fact, I told her about that on our first date.
Wow, that's very, very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal something so vulnerable to someone you've just met and are starting to like. Takes guts.
Oh, you're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I may have always felt safe here with all the regulars, I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is. And I realized that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision.
Well, I'll say that if she heard your story, and that changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worthy of your time anyway.
That's fair.
But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot.
Truth is, and this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become. And I want the people I love to be proud of me too.
What is proud?
Proud is... For yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving, especially if you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about and consider who they are and the way they're acting, and it just fills you with joy.
Ah, we see. Then we are definitely proud of you.
You're a really sweet family. And so are you and Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys. True. Chosen families can also rock.
Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There is no difference in nature or expression between a family that you are born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.999 similar in the end.
So it is. Bailey, I hope you and Lua name your child after me. Silver, you name your child after me as well, for other reasons.
Well, we should probably get going.
Yes, we must go pack.
First time I see someone get excited about that specific part.
What Amanda really means is that I must pack, while she analyzes the earthling rituals of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on.
Precisely. This is further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck.
Good luck. Sorry, that's not him. Good luck, Silver.
Indeed.
Do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us all about it when you're back, Silver.
I will.
Good night to you two, then.
Hasta la vista, strangers.
Huh? Orc Westerns. Ah, bye to you too. Never a dull moment in your cafe, Mr. Cujo. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps I think it's wild that they're able to take a trip without worrying about money. That is true. I think, well, Silver definitely has a job, but to have a tour all the way across the globe? Well, it sounds like they're going all around the world. Or maybe, at the very least, across the country. Where do they get that money? Maybe they're hacking the bank accounts so that they never have to worry about money at all. It's kind of like that one part in Doctor Who. They have like this psychic paper or psychic card. And it's like, money. I just use this, I get money. We're doing that Chase Bank. Oh my god. That's so stupid. It's even stupid that they line up to try and do it. Which wasn't a bank. Was it a bank? Wait, what was? A glitch? All I know is that if you really try to do that, if you really think that's something that would work, that's dumb. You shouldn't even try that. You meant the glitch. Wasn't a glitch. Gotcha. Yeah. It's funny, I live near a Chase Bank. Not near. It's a bit away, but I know a Chase Bank near me. I didn't see anyone lined up there, thank goodness. But really, you shouldn't try cheating that kind of system. It's not gonna end well. I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps whether we'd like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that could be a better fit. And I don't mind it's not that very large. I think it's funny how they try to use that glitch to pull a loan on it. They thought they were making money out of it. A loan. Nah. You can't get away with that kind of stuff. It's only gonna bite you in the ass. And I'm sure it has. It's gonna be a small, cozy wedding. So this is perfect. It's settled then. Lou's gonna be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm gonna go and tell her now. That's a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Mr. Cujo. Like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. I never do ask them about money. I'm sure they're paying for it. Otherwise, how can I afford to stay afloat in this economy? Or like a guardian hive mind. Good night, Mr. Baileys. Oh, that one was a very long day. So, depending on how long the next 2 days go, we'll either end tonight, because again, I want to split it into 2 days. 2 more streams. This stream and probably the last stream next time, because we're not going to have enough time to finish it tonight, I'm sure. Not with the time we have. Maybe. Probably not. I guess we'll see after the 3rd day. The evening whispers. Neko Mimi driver crashes truck filled with catnip. Suspected DUI. Oh god. UFO previously spotted by Space Guardian fighters. A very determined hot air balloon. CXX20 virus vaccine booster ready for distribution. COVID. Aqua, there you are. I heard the squish noises. Good night.
I'm taking an easy day because self-care is important. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while too, everyone.
Like, I told my wife that she needs to embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. I like that. Hello, Miss Aqua.
Hi, Mr. Cujo. How are you?
Good as usual. How about you?
Honestly, lots of things have happened. Can I order something first, though?
Of course. What would you like?
Can you make me a cup of chai?
Just chai? What kind? You can't just say chai. Okay, let's get our tea. Do. Is there a drink that's called chai? I don't think so. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Well, it's definitely gotta be tea. But if you think chai, is chai just tea by itself? Could be. Do, 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 do. What happens if I just give you TTT? I'll give you chai tea. Chai tea. And another tea, just for good measure. Just chai. Here you go. Tea. You said chai. Careful, it's hot.
I don't think this is what I ordered.
I didn't do that. What are you talking about? Chai. Chai. I can give you the shy at any. Sounds similar. Shy, chai. Tea milk cinnamon. You want that? Do 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 do. Shy at any. Here you go. Nope. Chai. A cup of chai. A cup of chai. Let me take a look at her stuff. So I'm gonna look at the teas, of course. That's definitely tea ginger. Is that what it is? Alright, so is it this thing? The thing that I haven't made yet? Tea ginger. If it just says chai, I'm gonna kill something. It's just ginger tea. Chai. You're guessing. Tea. Titare. Tea lemon. Last one is character specific. Okay, so definitely not that. Or maybe it is. Genmaicha. Matcha. Green tea, ginger. Marrakesh. Green tea, ginger. Chai. What do you think when you think of chai? Other than tea, of course. Tea cinnamon ginger. Tea ginger cinnamon. That's what you think of. Tea ginger cinnamon. Is that even a drink? Ah, masala chai. That does have chai in it. Cup of masala chai for the lady with something taste. Wait, that was it. Masala chai. Wow. Hello, Crag. Welcome to the Sheen. Thank you for stopping by. How are ya? Hello. We're just playing some of this. Coffee Talk 2. How are ya? Eclectic. Yes, eclectic. It was covering it up. The text. What is happening? What? Oh my god, what is happening there? I've been meaning to play this game. It's a real fun game. It's nice to just immerse yourself into the character stories. Try to give them the correct drinks. Making different drinks is fun too. And I really want them to, I don't know if they've done it already, but I want them to come out with a cookbook that is just all the teas that they have here. Can't believe you haven't seen Rachel at all since you first started. No, we've seen her twice, right? No, right? Wait. Has it only been once? Just the day when she met Riona? Really? Also, give me a second. I just realized something's a bit weird. Sorry, I just need to make sure something's good here. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Wow, only once. Wow. There you go. A cup of masala chai for the lady with eclectic tastes.
Thank you. It's delicious.
You're welcome. So you were saying?
Oh, right. It's just, I've been busy working on my game.
Ah, I see. How's it going?
It's pretty difficult, but I'll manage.
I'm glad to hear that. How's that contract you talked about the other day going?
Oh, that. I rejected it, of course. There's no saving it, really, which is a shame. I truly like their games, but with all the shady requirements they had, I could tell they looked down on us small developers. And the scary thing is, if I hadn't known what I know now, just because they were a publisher I loved a lot, I would have overlooked all that.
Hello, Jet Mike. Welcome to the Shane. Thank you for stopping by. How are you? How have you been? I believe you have been in at an event. How's that been going?
I would have overlooked all that.
That's understandable, though. You trusted them not to take advantage of you.
Well, it has to be fair for both of us, right? Because at the end of the day, it's business. But I don't know.
Yeah. I'm surprised it took you guys this long for you to keep bouncing me. Yes, I have. It's been great. Post-con blues. Ah, yeah, I feel it. You must have had a lot of fun. I'm guessing, are you back home already, or are you gonna be, going back home? Yeah.
Actually, I tried negotiating with them. Because I wondered if they still had any good faith left. Don't tell Myrtle, okay?
Okay.
But as I expected, it really didn't go anywhere. Instead, they insisted they're doing me a favor since I'm just a small developer. And I wasn't thinking rationally or in business terms.
In Florida for 2 more days before flying back home. Okay. Do something fun in Florida. Not crazy as Florida man would do in Florida. I don't know, maybe eat an alligator. Do they sell alligator meat? Maybe they do. Eat an alligator. Just eat something good. Ugh. Doesn't sound like good fate to me. You want an iguana as in you want to eat an iguana, or you want to have an iguana? Okay, it's a keep. I don't know, now you're making me curious about whether or not iguanas are tasty.
Right? Considering the unfair conditions they're expecting me to accept, they could have at least been polite about it.
I thought they care, though.
Yeah. That aside, Myrtle's coming here soon.
Great. So you two made up already?
Yeah. We apologized to each other.
Nice.
I know I was probably being a little confusing. I didn't explain the context I applied to the situation very well. But she made it clear that she understood why I was anxious.
Big Boss Cujo about experimental cuisines. I'm not gonna be eating them raw like a certain snake would. Snake. Well, that's not a snake voice. That was more akin to, oh god. That was more akin to Phantom Pain's snake voice. Alright. Earthquake has been redeemed. Let me set that up real quick. Iguanas of course they taste like chicken. Everything does. Give me one moment. Where the remote went. I like how now that I'm standing up, little slime guy is a bit above the floor. Let me just change that real quick. There we go. Alligator tail tasted like wet chicken. So did frog legs. Everything tastes like chicken. Let me just turn this on real quick. And increase the strength of it. Where's the controller to this thing? Give me 1 second. Found it. Found it. I had to find the remote for it. Increase the power. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. All right. Now it is at max. So we'll go from here from 9:10 until 9:20. I'll be on this thing.
But she made it clear that she understood why I was anxious, and she apologized for assuming. That really helped. Now she's helping me speed up development.
I'm happy to hear that. Yes? You're using your superpowers you gave from Silver. Floating. And now we do a little bit of, did Josh actually turn on the massage chair? It's one of those vibration plates. You know, it's like just like a plate, you stand on it and then it very quickly vibrates left to right. It's one of those. Hey.
Hi, Myrtle. We were just talking about you.
Okay. Nothing too terrible, I hope. Don't worry. Only all the good stuff. Anyway, sorry, Mr. Cujo. I won't be ordering today. What? Get out of my store!
Why?
We don't have time. We're going to the expo sale, right?
Oh, you're right.
Expo sale?
We're hunting new parts for my PC. It's been a bit slow lately.
A bit. She's joking. It's pretty much in its death throes. If we're going, we're building you a whole new setup.
But
if you just want parts, I can always give you mine. But at this point, I'm not sure it'll be any help at all, to be honest with you.
yeah. No, you're right. It's time to move forward with the productivity.
Girlfriend's going PC shop scavenging. Hell yeah!
I've been putting off upgrading things for a while now. So, it really is time for a better setup.
That's the spirit. Go big or go home.
Sorry, Mr. Cujo. Looks like we have to go now. Thanks for the drink. I'll see you later.
Yeah, take care. Safe trip and good luck. And then they're gone. Wow, their story in this game was nothing. It was just, we're having an argument. And then they're gone, and then they're back. Oh, hey, we made up. Okay, we're gonna go make out now. Let's see. I guess I'll go over today's checklist. Ooh. Henry! How have you been, buddy? And Gala. Well, hello, gentlemen. Hey, Mr. Cujo. Hey, Mr. Cujo. Nice seeing you here, Henry. How goes it? Good. I see you're doing good too. As usual. What do you want to drink, Henry? It's on me. No, that won't do. Well, let's talk about bills later. So, what'll it be? You first. You sure? Okie dokie. I'll have one STMJ, please. I know how to make that. Well, not from the top of my head, but I know how to make it. Milk, ginger, honey. Milk, ginger, honey. It's that meme, you know, you got the sugar, I got the honey. Like that. Except done better. One STMJ coming right up. Oh, hey, there you go. One STMJ coming up. Oh, it smells so nice. Spot on. Thanks, Mr. Cujo. You're very welcome. How about you, sir? Oh, it's my turn. Something with ginger, please. Anything else with that? Well, what do you recommend? Anything from your new tea line is fine.
Oh, I see you have a new selection.
Yes, we have blue pea and hibiscus tea available.
Hibiscus, huh? You should try xHoneyHunniex rosea. It's pretty good for this kind of weather.
Sounds familiar.
It's ginger steeped with roselle buds, another name for hibiscus.
Anything else in it?
Well, it's a bit sweet.
Interesting. I'll try it then. That's xHoneyHunniex rosea. I've made that for someone else already. It's hibiscus, ginger and honey. Hibiscus, ginger and honey. xHoneyHunniex rosea. I've been hot at xHoneyHunniex rosea for you.
Thanks. What do you think, Henry? Does it look any good?
Uh-oh.
It looks about right. It smells good too. Try it.
Yep, it's good. How'd I pass your impromptu test?
So, what's been going on? Did I miss anything? Something happened, didn't it?
You could say that. I think the officer's coming too, by the way. All right?
As for me,
I'm just glad my fury's over. I wonder if I should have given him the, Bailey's, invitation card. I think it would have worked out either way, whether or not I give Hyde or Gala the invitation. Just because they're probably going to be the +1 anyway. As for me, I'm glad my fury's over. Redacted. Hey, you can't just say that. Are you okay though? I'm fine, as you can see. How are you managing, Henry? Did you get your checkup?
I did. Rachel pestered me to get it done all week, so I had to do it.
Good.
There's no doubt I need to slow down.
Do I tell you? If it pertains to the final, like the best ending, because we are trying to do that in one go, rather than doing a weird speed run at the end of the stream.
There's no doubt I need to slow down. I can feel it in my bones.
Time is a harsh mistress, as they say. Oh, I should have? Okay. In that case...
back we go!
Fight Sawdusto! Tea ginger cinnamon. Cinnamon. Time to turn back the clock. Hell yeah. Gala. All right, now get out of here, you lovebirds. Go pick out your PC parts or something. Is that code for something? Pick out PC parts? All right, one STMJ coming back up. If I remember, milk, ginger, and honey. Milk, ginger, and honey. Ah! Hello, Panda. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. How are ya? How you doing?
One STMJ.
Wait, that's the wrong character. Hello. How are you? Okay, now I'm gonna give you the xHoneyHunniex rosea. In order to make that, I need to do... where is it again? Ginger and honey. Tired? I don't know, I was sleeping. Now I awake. Well, hello. Good morning. Not necessarily good morning, but hello. But if you do need to go back to sleep afterwards, please do so. I know you have
some very big events coming up. I don't want you to be tired for it. Hibiscus, ginger, and honey. Hibiscus, but thank you for stopping by. Tajai Rosea, and now I give you the Bailey and Lua thing. Hey, come to the wedding, you two.
What's this?
Oh, it's Bailey and Lua's wedding invitation.
Really?
For Hyde.
Oh.
The date is really soon. Could you pass it along to him when I'm not sure? Since I'm not sure he'll be here. Sorry. Could you pass it along to him since I'm not sure he'll be here?
Okay, sure.
Thank you. I've been hard at Tajai Rosea for you.
Thanks.
Okay, now we skip this a little bit.
Then we go back here. Time's a harsh mistress, as they say. Ain't that the truth? But I think you get to complain, though. But I don't think you get to complain, though.
They've stolen all of my cups. None ever came to return. Why are they leaving my shop with my cups? Those cost money. Way more money that they're giving me for the actual drinks.
Why not? You know, my body isn't what it used to be anymore. Oh? I mean, compared to my prime. 50 years ago. I'm kidding. Truth is, my body doesn't hold up well when I'm transforming anymore. Oh, is that so?
No, they can't take it as a souvenir. That's expensive.
Yep. The soreness doesn't go away as quick as it used to. It's hard to get up in the morning after all that. Like today. I know the feeling all too well. Especially in this kind of weather. Oh? It's like my body knows it's a storm, if a storm's gonna get worse. No weather forecast can match the accuracy of my joints.
Now, luckily for you, ginger is great for sore muscles. Oh shit, it's already time for me to get off this thing. I forgot about it. Ah, you almost tricked me into staying on this thing, huh? Okay. Get out of that. Readjust everything all over again because now the height is different. There you go. That should be good. And just to be certain. There we go.
Yeah.
There you are. How you doing, Georgie?
Hey, folks. Man of the hour. Hiya, Georgie.
Mr. Cujo, what'd I miss? Some very important weather talk. Is that so? Sounds like I missed a ton then. How are you? How am I? If you're talking about my case, well, I don't even know where to begin. Henry, you know nothing about what I'm about to say, right?
No. What are we talking about?
Mr. Cujo, you should have primed him before I got here. I bet. In my defense, I didn't know you were coming until Mr. Gala mentioned it. Excuses, excuses.
I'll help explain it to Henry. In short, there's been a string of car vandalisms nearby.
Face.
So he's trying to figure out if the tree being gone has anything to do with the case. And that's where we are now.
Yep, that's about it.
That's a lot to take in. Anything new happened since?
Well, I tried something. I set a few candles where the tree was. I used my lighter and things happened. Mind backing up a bit? Feels like there's a lot of context missing here. Well, I'm warning ya. Everything I'm about to tell you is real. It'll sound a little crazy, but no, I haven't lost it yet. Got it? Loud and clear. I told Mr. Cujo about my lighter a while ago. How it might be connected to the fairy market we talked about before.
Really? In what way?
The lighter was my grandpop's, and there's a chance he bought it from there.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, what a coincidence, huh? Anyway, my daughter likes this sort of mystery stuff, right? After talking to her about what's been going on, she believed my lighter was the key to making sense of all this, and gave me some pointers. So, I went back there last night, to the spot, you know? To where the tree used to be. I lit a few candles there and put the lighter right in the middle of it all. I'll be honest, it was creepy as heck. The air was still, and I felt tension in my head. Wasn't sure if it was just me being creeped out or if there was something else going on. Whatever it was, thought I should leave it alone. So I followed my gut and got the heck out of there.
Then what happened?
It blew up.
What?
What do you mean, what? The lighter, it just blew up.
Well, what do you mean blew up?
Yeah, I think we definitely need more context here.
Well, I didn't see it because I was walking towards my car, you see. But I heard it. A little whoosh, followed by a couple of clink clinks.
A thaw.
What kind of sound is that?
You know, like something small and metallic blew up.
Wouldn't bang work better?
Nah, that's a shot. Wouldn't want to confuse y'all with that.
But Pathars, what is that?
You know Patha?
And then what happened?
You know, Patha.
Like that.
Right, okay. Then I immediately looked back to see what had fallen over, with its lid open. The flame, it was burning white.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I freaked the frick out. But before I could do anything, two small figures emerged from the corner walking towards the lighter.
Did they see you?
Yeah, they did. They inspected my lighter while I was just standing there. They asked me straight up, "Is this lighter yours, guy?" I said, "Yeah." Then I fired a question back. "Are you the ones who've been messing with the cars around here lately?" And they said yes.
Well, sounds like the case closed.
Sounds like case closed.
So they weren't ghosts.
Hell no. Thank God for that.
Well, then who are they?
Let's just say they were close friends of the deceased. They're part of the fairy folk, but I didn't expect them at all.
Didn't expect? Do you know them?
Kinda. In fact, they owned a gnome noms near my place.
Gnome noms. Ooh, I wonder what gnome cuisine constitutes as. What would you think gnome food is? Well, they say nom, which makes me think of nom 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 nom, eat. Oh, wow. Did they know it was your car then?
Nope, because I only ordered takeout. And I usually walk there.
What was the reason for all the vandalism then? Because they took out the tree?
It all started because of a broken promise. And we had to start way back for that. You remember why the tree was there in the first place, right?
Yeah, the tragic hit and run.
At the time, the court ruling practically let the driver off hook without a... I'm sorry. At the time, the court ruling practically let the driver off the hook outside the DUI charge. Well, it sparked a huge protest.
Good.
In response to it, the mayor at the time gave his word to the victim's family. He promised to keep the tree as a landmark for the community. And the vow was kept well after his tenure was over. But he died a few years ago. And we all know recently what happened to the tree.
I see. So it was their attempt to keep the memory alive. Not just for their friend, but as remembrance for the injustice as well. And after all the urban renewals the city's gone through, it makes sense that the community that used to be there is gone by now.
That's right. There used to be a lot of veteran housing and low-rise apartments in the area. Now it's filled with never-ending projects.
You okay? Oh, yeah. Sorry. There's something about it that bothers me a bit.
Like what?
Their unique disposition after they pass. It bothers me that their only memories are insufficient to ensure their existence. And by failing to remember, we, the outside party, will also gradually lose track of their existence. It just doesn't feel right to me.
I get what you mean. An odd erasure of existence. But apparently that's why they keep animals. The Gnome Nom's owners told me they have a large mastiff living in their place. Others even take care of multiple animals at once.
Interesting. I suppose that's why some folk prefer living near the wilderness. But animals don't live long either.
Right.
But the erasure starts happening if they're completely forgotten, right?
Something like that, I guess. I'm not sure.
Right, okay. But doesn't that normally happen anyway? How do we pay respects or remember someone who died a long time ago? Like our ancestors, for example. It's our call, isn't it? Every April, Rachel and I would visit my wife's grave. We used to visit her grandparents' graves too when my wife was still alive. If our extended family was visiting, they'd join us. We'd clean their gravestones, bring food, and have a feast while catching up. It's how Nekomimis honor the dead, and I'm sure other cultures have their own ways too.
Right.
I truly think continuing the tradition is something we do for ourselves, though. To remember the deceased and all the reasons they matter to us. So, except for the weird erased memory part, it sounds on par to me. It's the effort of the living to remember the dead anyway.
You're right. Unless you believe in life after death, memory are for us, not for the dead.
Exactly.
It would be great if we could all remember and help each other. Because keeping track of any sort of history is a team effort. Since the best way to gain wisdom is to learn from the past, whether it's bad or good.
Yeah. Speaking of the Gnome Nom owners, though, what happened to them after all that?
Oh, right. Did you arrest them?
Nope.
Huh?
You gonna let them go?
Not necessarily. I got an idea on what I have to do. Right now, I'm just happy there's no ghost involved. Still,
it was truly something else.
Yeah, what a night it must have been.
it is what it is. What's up, big guy? Something on your mind?
No, nothing. Shame about the lighter of yours, though. Oh yeah, it's probably busted, huh?
That's the thing. It works just fine. Not even a scratch.
Really?
But that thing blew up, didn't it? Like, with all? Heck, we even debated the sound effects and everything.
Excuse me. Let me drink some water.
As I said, it still works fine. So I don't know what else to tell you.
I see.
You want to know what I think?
No.
It's haunted.
No, it's not.
That thing is definitely haunted. What are you talking about?
The white flame is a bit unnatural, I agree. But I remember how you kept forgetting your lighter here.
Hey now. A man's allowed to forget stuff as he gets older, no? As for the blowing up, it's probably a well-timed bad chemical reaction or something. This thing's real old after all.
If that's the case, you might want to stop carrying it around. At any rate, I believe you now, officer. There's no such thing as coincidence, indeed.
I still think it's a ghost, though.
Shut it, Henry. Shush. In any case, mystery solved. For now, at least.
no. I think I have to go now. I didn't realize I missed multiple messages earlier because I was so engrossed in your story. Sorry to rush off. I'll see you all again next time.
Sure. Safe trip.
See ya. Nice seeing you again, Henry.
Take care.
Wait, which one of you two is paying for the drinks? Okay, Gala. All yours. Let's move over there.
Bounce, bounce. You know, all that talking made me thirsty. You want anything?
I'm good.
Then one espresso for me, not espresso. Espresso for me, please.
Here you go.
Espresso. Here's an espresso.
And also, here's Riona's contact information. Here you go.
What is it?
It's Miss Riona's number. She asked me to give it to you. She said she can help you find someone if you need it. Or if you need any information from her.
I see. Well, I'm sure it'll come in handy. Thank you.
Here's your espresso, officer.
Thanks. Great as always.
So what's next, officer? What's your plan after this? I'm losing Colin's voice again. What's your plan after this?
Other than talking to him, I guess I'll focus on all the rumors. Word is going around that cars are being messed up there.
That's kind of expected, though, isn't it?
There's no point in adding to citizens' worries when the case is pretty much over. And I don't want bad press to paint over the area's history.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I can't go lower anymore. There's nothing like rumors. Without being stopped, they'll just spiral out of control.
I got a question for you, though. Which do you prefer? Wild rumors or bad press?
That's a tough one. There's no limit to what wild rumors can become, or how far they'll go. But the press can shape a story, report it, and many will believe it as truth. Though they're worrying in their own ways.
Fair point. But what if we combine them? Rumor, truth, and press. If we somehow combine them, then I think I have a plan. A crazy one, but a plan nonetheless. Maybe y'all can also add to it.
Josh's stream was so hot my phone overheated. Oh no!
Oh no! Turn down the resolution. It's too hot.
Oh? Sure.
It'll take a while to explain, though.
Well, I'll be here all night. I got time. Sorry, that's still the wrong person. I got time.
All right then. Brace yourselves, folks. It's gonna be a doozy.
Too hot for TV, it seems. Yeah, all this bouncing around, all the bouncing. It's got to be doing something.
Twitch can't handle all this jiggle physics. Brace yourself, folks. It's gonna be a doozy.
No, tell me! Tell me! Oh, come on. Alright. Piece of shit. You could have told it to me. Wait, do you think we have enough time to finish this game? No way. We have 3 days left. There's no way we have enough time to finish. If we do, we would start episode Aegis, literally next week. If that was the case, maybe I should have started earlier because we started at 8 today. Dang it! Everything is going by fast. That's the problem. And I don't know if I have the strength, the voice integrity to keep going too much. Especially after the Baldur's Gate. Today's delivery cutoff time, 1 o'clock. No night shift.
We had a break in the office and just played board games for hours. It was fun.
Look what Myrtleish did. Sneakily taking my super serious gaming face while playing Super Brawl Pals 2.
That's a cute face. That's a cute face.
So we're busy. Busy. See you tomorrow.
Just saying hi.
Mr. Cujo. Mr. Cujo.
Miss Rachel?
Oops. Sorry. I'm just really excited. I've done it, Mr. Cujo.
Congratulations. Done what?
I'm making a music with AJ. I told you about it last time, remember?
Oh, yeah. You did.
I brought it with me. Check it out, will you?
Really? Okay. Are you sure we can play it? What about NDAs and stuff?
Come on, you silly. We're the only ones here anyway. It'll be fine. I mean, the direction has already changed a lot, so...
Oh?
Never mind that. Just play it quick. Play it quick.
I can't. Video game won't allow me because audio will get claimed if I do that. Oh, I got a new one. Sweetheart Latte. Aramy and Neko Shell. I can't hear it. Okay, that's it. That's all you can hear. Bye. Come back. There you go.
What do you think?
Wait, where's that thing coming from then? Oh, I think if I press Y, and I do that, there you go. But that's all.
I was inspired by the drink you gave me. Sweetheart Latte, was it?
That's right. You compose the melodies?
With Aramy, yeah. So, like, I know with a name like Sweetheart Latte, you'd expect something a little more fun sounding, right? But hearing how you made the drink reminded me of something. Like a new love's beginning, or thinking about your crush. The sourness of anxiety, and the sweetness of a promise. There are a lot of steps to keep delicate balance going, until you get to the point where you decide to confess.
I think I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, just like the drink, right? It needs that perfect balance of ingredients and temperature to mix properly, doesn't it?
Or it would curdle, yeah. That's a really interesting take on the name. There's just one thing I'm wondering about.
What is it?
If this is supposed to be your new single, wouldn't everyone expect to hear your voice?
I know, but I'm planning something. You'll see. How are you, by the way, Mr. Cujo?
Just fine. Business as usual.
Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night?
Henry? Yeah, he did. He was meeting up with Mr. Gala, actually.
Okay, that's good to know.
Why do you ask?
He didn't reply to my text last night, so I wondered what he was doing.
Ah, I see. Did you two not see each other often? Do you two not see each other often?
What do you mean? I just saw him this morning. We still live under the same roof after all.
Oh, what a surprise. I thought you'd have been raring to move out by the time you turned 21.
Well, you're not wrong in thinking that, but Dad's getting older, you know? He's becoming forgetful too, so I'm a little bit worried.
Understandable.
Besides, we don't really have anyone else, you know? None of our extended family even lives in the States. So, as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him for now.
Right. Send him to Tokyo. That's where he is. Is your family in Tokyo? Is that why Henry's in the new game? He retired to Tokyo. Good evening to you, Miss Riona.
Hey, Riona. Fancy meeting you here. Oh. Hello.
How are you?
Sorry, just a sec.
All right.
Huh. Is she all right?
Not sure.
Oh well, I'll just get a drink first.
Right. What would you like?
I'll have a cup of milk, please.
Okay. Milk it is. Here you go. Milk. Straight up milk. Here you go. Cup of warm milk.
Thank you.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. Just remembered something. But it's nothing special, so don't worry about it.
Was it the first day that you were here? When we gave you that cup of milk? Probably that. Are you okay, Riona? Miss, are you alright?
No. I think I'm sad.
What's wrong?
That's right, Riona. What's wrong?
Oh, you're crying. What happened?
I've been doing a lot of thinking. About what? About my situation. Have you ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be a mistake?
What makes you think that?
My apologies. I didn't mean to be so dramatic. Would you mind listening to my scattered thoughts? Of course. Let it all out.
Miss Rachel's right. Feel free.
After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas has. After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas had, along with my conversations with Mr. Cujo and the regulars of this coffee shop, I've gradually realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things. Huh? And what makes it more troubling is it's likely that my ignorance was on purpose. Ignorance? On purpose? What do you mean?
This is not this music is not fitting. Oh, no, better, but I guess.
Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity. You honed your talent, but you did not shirk from taking risk in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it. And I greatly respect your ability to do so. Mr. Lucas also. Although I do not fully understand his content, he's successful enough that people earn a living through his work. I'm aware that must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself because I may have become too comfortable with the status quo, to the point that I no longer strive to improve my situation.
Excuse me.
Are you really though? I mean, you're trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes. But have I been trying my best? That's debatable. And about my intentional ignorance, I'm simply afraid. Afraid? I understand I only have a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. I understand it's due to my lack of network and the industry's expectations, along with my lack of higher education, and for the simple fact of what I am. I'm truly fine with all that. I really am. Because of all of it. Because all of it is a pain I'm already familiar with. And perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I'm having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Having to get used to the new pain all over again. Just might be.
Grocery man? Yes? Hi. Hi, Ezra. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. How are you?
Might be difficult.
Miss.
I apologize for all this ruckus. I didn't mean to.
Riona, what happened to you? Oh, you know. Put a little gel in my hair. That's all. Just a little bit of styling. Thought I'd, choose a new look, you know? Miss Riona, would you please allow me to make you a drink? It's on the house.
But Mr. Cujo insists, right?
Right. What was the pie you ate the other day?
The blueberry hibiscus mint pie?
Did you like it?
I did. Quite a lot, actually.
I'll make something special just for you. Could you tell me its flavor profile?
Give me a moment. The blueberry was very sweet and fresh. The crust was buttery. The flavor was enhanced by the tartness of hibiscus and the herbal coolness of mint. Just a very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint.
Okay. It's hibiscus and mint. Save. We save here. So, hibiscus. So sweet. Blueberry and mint. Is it? There you go. Berry blue hibiscus pie. What is that? Did I put pastry on my tea? How'd I do that? Where'd I get that? Small. Okay. It's time for a change. I feel my bones. Ah! God. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. You give me a second while I adjust stuff. Oh. Boop. Get rid of these things. Melted butt tumor, where have you been? Oh, sorry, let me try that again. Hi. Hello. Doo-doo. It's him, the boy. The boy. Riona. Favorite things: Wagner, Puccini, Vivaldi, Mozart. See, you can say their names without any problem because they're over 100 years old and thus part of the what do you call the public domain. What I'm doing with my life: emergency goods delivery service available from Bellevue. Seeking audition tips. Okay. He's returned. One pie in a cup coming up.
Wow, Mr. Cujo, that's so extra. It kind of is, isn't it? But it's so pretty. Thank you. It really is. Well done, Mr. Cujo. But are you really serving a warm pie filling to your customer?
It's not a pie filling. Simply make fruit cordials with honey. And I just happen to have the blueberry one on hand.
Sure.
It's not a pie filling, trust me.
It's not. It's nice. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
What's on your mind? Right now, I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all this. The driving force behind everything I've done up to this point. Well, what was it? Huh? Your driving force, before you started questioning it. I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice, whether it's society's or my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind. I see. So it doesn't have to be opera, right? Pardon? Reaching that goal can be done a lot of ways. Like politics.
Huh. You're not wrong, bud.
That was just an example. Jeez. But I admit, being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over. But that's not what you want to do, is it? That's not what you want to do, is it? My heart trembles for the opera. That's why I wish to pursue it, as long as I'm able. However, I believe it's also time for me to consider expanding my horizons.
Oh?
I simply do not wish to be trapped in my own fear forever. Although I do regret that my one-track-minded efforts may have been in vain. I don't think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I always believe in sincere efforts. But never mind that. What are you gonna do now? I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer. Lucas?
He's an influencer who's been coming in here recently.
Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, wait.
You know him?
Not closely, but I think we follow each other on Tomach Hill. If it's even the same Lucas, I mean. What was the offer for? I was offered a spot on his new show. While he was still unsure of the format, his aim is to elevate underrated talents, to showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. I see. So what if you rejected his offer? Call him. Uh-huh. Or text him. Tell him you changed your mind. What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their mind. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not sure it'd be his loss necessarily. Shh. Just do it. Text him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instant reply.
You said you want to join? He responded. What did he say? He told me to stay here because he's coming here soon. Huh? Does he live nearby or something? No, not really. But it seems he has some things to do around here. I see. What a great coincidence.
That means you can clear things up in person.
You're right. Thank you for giving me the courage, Miss Rachel. Just call me Rachel, will you? All right? Although I regret my one-track mindset, I cannot say it's been entirely detrimental to my life, as it is a habit formed during my time living in the commune. Commune? The banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. Each of us is tended to have a specific role in the commune, and we all have to work together as one, like gears in a machine.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
You left the commune, correct?
Yes. Was it difficult? No, because we're not a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
It's okay.
The commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past.
So the reason we don't see a lot of banshees around, is it because many still choose to remain in the commune?
Right. The world still isn't kind to us. However, we're aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. It was for that reason I learned to drive.
You seem to be fond of driving.
I am. It's like having a mobile fortress Gundam.
Hello there. Hello, Polycast Live. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to give you a shout out one moment here. Shout out, Polycaster Line. Did I do that correctly? Please tell me I did that correctly. But for those of you who don't know who I am, the name is Joshua Kujo, your local grocery store VTuber. And I'm currently playing Coffee Talk 2, Chapter 2, Butterfly and Hibiscus. If any of you need to go get something to drink, go get something to eat, or if you need a rest, by all means do so. And if you choose to stay, I hope you find your stay comforting and relaxing. We try to foster a chill vibe here, chill enough for you to just put me on in the background while you do things like cooking, cleaning, studying, or working, or anything. Just put me on in the background and I will fill that silence for you. And thank you, is it Mudik or Mudik? Nashira, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Poly Raid! And hello as well. Oh, Bard Fireball, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the stream. Tuttle the Turtle, welcome to the stream. How are things going, Polly? Looks like you were playing One Shot. What is One Shot? Please do enlighten me. How is stream? How is everyone? However you want to pronounce it is fine. Is it okay to just call you Nashira? Yeah, we're just playing some Coffee Talk 2 at the moment. Just getting to know a bunch of characters, you know, like businesses. If you've ever watched the show Midnight Diner on Netflix or wherever, something like that, you know, we make them drinks, we learn their life stories. Sometimes we get involved a little bit, but it's mostly just serving them drinks and letting them tell us their spiel and all that. One Shot is an RPG Maker game that likes to break the fourth wall. It's been a lot of fun so far. Okay, gotcha. I've seen some games that are made from RPG Maker. I'm glad stream was well for you. But yeah, if any of you need a raid and run, don't let me keep you here. Please do so. Your health is very important.
It's like having a mobile fortress.
Oops.
which is why I find driving calming.
Even in traffic?
Well, a mobile fortress, huh? Never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. So, when you said everyone has a specific role, what do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, we don't have a Banshee culture center anywhere.
Time to start one then. I'll be lurking having some dinner. Have a great stream. Oh, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. Hope you have a wonderful dinner and the rest of your time zone. Good night, good night. Bye!
Perhaps it's best if I use a specific example, such as my mother's role.
Oh?
Her role is a trade. In the event that we need to increase our supplier or sell our products, or are simply in need of some negotiating, it's my mother who will do the job. She must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods. And she's a representative when other communities need to discuss things with us. Right. Everyone's work has equal weight. One is in charge of food and drink. Another is in charge of all of our laundry. Everyone has a responsibility to set up schedules and organize the collection of goods. So, does each role only have one bearer at a time? No, sometimes there are two or more, depending on the power needed. It's all about balance. I see. Interesting.
Does your mom still fulfill her role to this day?
Yes.
Hey, I heard that. Who went inside? Sorry. Stand up. Ooh, stretch my neck. Okay.
Although, there are times when I wish she would retire.
Is it you? Oh, there he is.
Why? She's doing a good job with it. But the role truly changed her. Oh. She had to endure years of animosity. She had to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble.
Hey, stop. This is a sensitive moment, Lucas. Stop smiling.
Or to simply defend the commune.
That's a heavy burden.
It is, but she refuses to accept any help offered to her.
Why?
Because it's become her identity, I think. Oh, you're here?
Yeah. Hi, lady.
I was starting to wonder when you were gonna say something. I'd introduce myself, but I want to hear Riona's story.
Fine by me.
It is as Mr. Lucas said.
I thought we were already past all that formal stuff. Am I wrong? Well, you still call her lady.
But she is. Shh, a lady speaking. Whoops. Okay, sorry. It is, as Lucas said. Our discussion the other day led to the same conclusion for me as well. My mother's protective instincts turned into an angry sense of pride.
No.
So while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Things are way calmer for our commune now, so I'm thankful for that. But unfortunately, the damage has already been done.
Right.
That's when I understood why she was angry too. If your mom has dealt with haters all her life,
That's a weird way to put it, haters.
and you were pretty much in the front seat for all that.
Tough.
I guess I can relate in some ways. The Nekomimi culture is also quite strict, although nowhere as rigid as yours. We're heavily stereotyped as being very mid.
Mid?
Mid? Like mediocre, in all ways aside from being pretty and cute. Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, you know? How much of our survival instincts turn into bad stereotypes? Things have changed so much for everyone, which means we should have moved on from terrible prejudices decades ago, right? So why are so many still stuck with outdated and bad perceptions?
Actually, that's exactly why.
Life is complicated. Change is hard.
Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right?
And there are billions of living beings in this world.
That's why many folks choose to reduce their worlds to a size they can handle. All based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content to consume.
Ah, yeah.
And sadly, different cultures is probably one of the last things on most beings' minds. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, it's a different story.
That makes sense. We all need to survive. I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. Things we do, the principles we hold.
All of it has an impact on others, in one way or another.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, by the way, did Pops contact you, lady? You know, about the tree.
Oh, he did, but what tree?
It's a long story.
Sure, keep your smelly secrets.
No, this is perfect. You should listen too. The more exposure this gets, the better.
Oh, so you're gonna tell me?
From the very beginning. But before I forget, lady, did you have something to say to me? Since you texted me and all.
Oh, yeah. Go on, Riona, say it. Oh. So about your show.
Yeah? You're in, right?
Are you still unsure about the format?
Well, I'm still trying to put it all in order on paper, so... Kind of. Like, I know I want to do a podcast, a deep dive and a showcase. But I'm still trying to figure out the... sorry. But I'm still trying to figure out a great way... Whoa, wow. But I'm still trying to figure out a great way to fit them all in nicely. Once I'm done, I'll let you know for sure.
What are you planning to show anyway? How do you think it'll help the guests?
Oh, curious, aren't we? Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and unrated from around the city. And beyond if it takes off, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Nah, scratch that. I know it'll take off.
That's some confidence you have there. Even though you're not even sure what the format will be?
Tut. I might not know the exact format yet. But all the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already.
Really? What are they?
Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you can't deny that today's audience gets bored easily, too. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they'll just click away. So, how to keep them engaged and stick with us, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. The first one being the format itself, which ironically is the only thing I don't have. Yet. Anyway, a proper format is good consistency. Could be the way the show is cut, or how the information flows. It's to build familiarity with the audience and makes things easier for the creator too. That makes sense. The next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have the main theme for your show, like singing or cooking or anything really. Having a theme is essential, but getting topics flowing is essentialer. Because even singing will need more than one song, right? Same with cooking. You need to show so many techniques, recipes, all that jazz.
That's true.
Right? Since the goal of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated, I figured it would start small and nearby, but saw the potential to grow. What better for that than exploring this city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially since I'm fairly new here and all. Oh. You get what I'm saying? I can see there are many interesting topics to discuss. Yeah, like locations, events, history.
Yes, and many interesting individuals to meet.
Definitely. Projects, side projects, plenty of things to cover.
Makes sense. What's next?
Know your audience. Honestly, in this internet era, you don't need to appeal to everyone. If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still get a lot of eyes. Sorry, I'm gonna adjust my hairband. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Adjust my mic. There we go. Fortunately, I have my base audience already. But since the show will be in a completely new format, a lot of them will reject it.
Because people do not like change.
That's right. But honestly, that's fine. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded and help elevate the stuff we're going to spotlight. Like, say if we cover musicians, They'll go to their sites for live shows. Some cool neighborhood project? They'll be eager to check it out. A cool coffee shop? They'll get interested in visiting. Wink, wink. Oh. Well, you all know what I mean. The next thing is audio quality. Great visuals and edits. You know the drill.
Of course.
And the last thing you need for a good show is... me. Hey, what's with the awkward silence? I mean, personality and smarts. To find info, you need to be resourceful. And to relay information, well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. Why? What's so funny? Am I not the perfect guy?
Resourceful, huh? Really?
Oh, so that's what you're questioning, huh?
I'm just saying. Because didn't you say you're new to the city? So...
Ah, I see. I see how it is.
But you've really thought this through. I'm kind of impressed.
Thank you. Thank you. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though I'll tell you that. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though, I'll tell you that.
Huh?
Rumor has it that your manager's trying to get your old girl band... Rumor has it that your manager's trying to get your old girl band back together. And I heard there'll be a talk show or something for it. Oh, really?
How did you hear that?
Tisk tisk. Ah, my ways. Hey, that's NDA. You can't be saying that. I didn't get the info from shady sources, I promise.
Well, okay, I'll give you that, resourceful guy. But your information is outdated already.
No?
Because I won't be in the show.
No? Why?
Well, I actually like the idea of a comeback. But if it were to happen, I would want new branding, you know? Like a new us, to show we've grown.
Ah, I get that, 100%.
That's too bad. Why? I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You're able to read a room with sensitivity. Therefore, I'd definitely be interested in Therefore, I would definitely be interested in watching your talk show program. You think so? Aw, I'm flattered. You're right about that, though. I'm pretty good. But I'd rather express myself through my music, my songs, and my performances. You know?
Yes, I understand that very well. Then, you want to be our first guest?
Me? Why? I thought you wanted to highlight independent artists.
Well, aren't you making a new kind of music lately, Miss Rachel? So you actually have a side project?
Well, yeah, but...
I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, maybe it could work out after all. How about a new channel? Will ya?
You wish. I'm very busy, Nekomimi. But maybe. Woohoo!
What is it, Mr. Cujo? I thought your plan was to have Miss Riona as your first guest.
Oh.
Well, about that. I'm definitely jumping the gun here, but I was kind of hoping you'd be my co-host instead.
What? Me?
I was gonna ask it later, but Mr. Cujo over here cornered me something fierce. Oops, sorry.
Why me?
I like the way you explain difficult subjects, and I really enjoy talking to you. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being on the road a lot, and all your stories are so damn interesting. Plus, somebody's to offset my chaotic personality.
Like contesting hosts, huh?
Yeah. What's more, she's not nervous talking in front of a camera at all. Well, she is a performer. I know. I'm just saying she's a natural on camera. So, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask later. If you want to be my co-host. Only if you're interested, of course.
I might need a moment to consider.
Of course, take your time.
However, if you're open to receiving input, may I throw an idea for the format of your show?
For real? Of course you may.
And I'm staying until you tell me everything I missed.
Okay. Yeah, the night's still young anyway.
that the end of that? Wow, it is the end of that. It's 10:15. So that is 3 days. I don't know how long these next few are gonna be, but we're almost done with the game. So I don't know if I should be saving that for one more stream or if I should just try and finish it today. Assuming I have everything that I already need for a perfect ending, I might just end tonight's stream here, or like try to finish the game tonight, depending. I don't know which one I should do though. I don't know how long these are gonna be, you know? Hopefully it's not too long. Should I try to both? What do you mean both? How does that work? Try to finish the game and split it, so play it a second time. Okay. There's a chance that I might actually be able to finish this tonight. I don't know how long the final days are. I don't think it's too long, but I'm thinking, of course, of Great Vegetables. I'm thinking of the first Coffee Talk game. The final day wasn't too long, so it might be fine for me to try and finish this tonight. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh no, I didn't read the headlights. Headlights? Did I say headlights? Headlines. Oh well. Let's see here.
No delivery today. Check this out. Your boy started a new podcast for y'all. Want to know more? Sorry, not sorry. Forgot to post a trailer. Here it is. Full version dropping at 8 p.m. You like the video podcast?
Oh, she's there too.
Here it is. DTR. Down to Ride vlog number 1. Mystery Adventure. With my super co-host, Riona Sheeran.
Oh, that's her last name.
And a special surprise guest star, Neko Shell. Go watch it now.
Cool. Good for them. Boop. Something new. Oh, she retweeted it. No, she quote retweeted it. Retweeted. There's the actual photo. That's cute. So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart.
I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on a happy couple. Oh, it's the wedding ceremony.
Oh, it wasn't sad as much as cute though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey should be on the spotlight, Miss Lua.
Or just in the light.
Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow! Whoops. My apologies, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid like a wall. I'll take that as a compliment. Ah, here we go. Oh, look at them all, looking all snazzy. You'll find your way to a seat. I'm impressed. We've been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regulars, Mr. Cujo. So it does. Now, shall we get this celebration started?
Please, I'm so excited. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling.
You call it adrenaline, and I call it a deep passion and irresistible fascination for her husband.
Hey, don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller? That's your last name? Bailey's Miller? Oh, are you taking Lua's last name, Bailey's? Oh, I see. I guess it would make sense that he would be taking Lua's, considering he's not really familiar, he's not really with his family anymore. So that's Lua's last name, Miller. Lua Miller. Oh, are you taking Lua's last name, Bailey's? No, we're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy.
Oh, you always make me melt.
Disgusting. He said, wiping off his tears.
How many times must I tell you? Those are City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up.
Sure, let's go with that.
This would be perfect time for some drinks. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure.
And something sweet. Just something decadent and chocolatey.
But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush.
So, in summary,
Sweet chocolatey with some freshness to it, please, Mr. Cujo.
sweet chocolatey with some freshness. Freshness. Chocolate. Sweet. Freshness. Mint? That's what I think when they say freshness. After midnight, okay. Here you go. I hope that's it. Is inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully the drink's to your liking.
I love it. It's very unique and festive.
Very comforting. Exactly what I had in mind.
It's fine.
High praise from Hyde.
You know it. It tastes a bit British. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Mr. Cujo?
Huh, I did a bit of traveling in my day.
Maybe we ran into each other in the past.
Maybe we did.
Passing each other like two ships in the night. Before meeting in the mooring.
That's very lyrical.
I blame the mood on you two.
All I know about the UK is that the British werewolf guy I once met went absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wall's pardon after putting his fist through it.
Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends.
Nah. Rude vampires are more my type.
Hey. Actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire, and proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt.
Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Right. I guess we should make a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Mr. Cujo, maybe. I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are.
Yes, if you want to, we'd love to hear you.
In that case, thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lua, Mr. Bailey's. And thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Hear, hear. You'll always be a part of our lives now, Mr. Cujo.
Absolutely.
Remember, name your child after me. It better be called Mr. Cujo Miller.
Short and to the point. Good speech.
Your turn, Hyde.
Really? Ah, well, fine. Thank you, Lou and Bailey's, for entertaining me. And making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde.
You've been a very good friend to us.
Don't think we're forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time.
Right. I don't know you as well as Mr. Cujo, guys. I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde did. But despite that, you made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect as joy in the family you're starting today.
Ah, Gala.
Thanks, man. Really. To the happy couple.
To the happy couple. To the happy couple.
Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde?
Mr. Cujo, my dear Mr. Cujo. Mr. Cujo, my dear Mr. Cujo. Never think that you're out of reach for my retribution.
I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have befitted the occasion.
Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine.
Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh?
Speaking of starting a family, just in case, you know?
Are you? Oh! But I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys. Rooting for you.
Thanks, Gala. Just imagine, little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Hyde. I aim to please.
Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff.
He's not lying. Never saw him touch it.
Is there any specific reason why not? I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it.
never particularly tried to. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. But nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it. I like that you look at it just as a taste among others, Gala. Sometimes I want to taste wine. Sometimes I want tomato juice.
Definitely, booze just became this big social thing. But I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks.
I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade from fruit juice. It all tasted really nice and unique. But they also had edible robots.
Edible robots.
And they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. Wow, when'd you go to a place like that? A while ago, with my family. Back when we were still in touch.
Bae.
I'm okay, sweetie. Sweaty.
Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. In the soft version, I don't use vodka.
Fair enough. What else goes in it?
A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, pinch of salt, tonic water. It sounds like something I would enjoy.
Wait for it.
And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood.
Here it comes.
O-type, preferably. Universal donors and all that.
Yuck.
I think it's a joke. Hope it's a joke.
And this is why we never get invited to parties.
What do you mean? I'm invited all... I'm sorry. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you.
Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Billy's. And your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character. I respect that.
She's impossible, you mean? But I love her to bits.
Yeah. She took a while to warm up to me at first.
Oh, just a year or 3.
She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister.
Yes, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that needs to be protected. That she needs to protect.
I just realized since we're trying to finish the game, I have to change the title. I guess it really was a coffee talk 2 butterfly. Oh, sorry. Coffee talk episode 2 butterfly and hibiscus. There you go.
Softie that needs to be that she needs to protect.
Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala's a softie. I'd say
Gala's a softie compared to many people.
Fair enough.
But yes, I think she could take him when he's under fury.
If Mr. Cujo ever moves out and I'm out of my specialty, I can ask for your sister's number, I guess.
Dang.
What about Hyde? What about Hyde, Gala? You'd have to hurry. Or you'll have to step over. Your primary school friend Bailey's.
Marco? I thought I'd caught him staring at her.
I bet they didn't leave it at staring. The two witnesses. Delightfully cliche, isn't it?
You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde.
Of course I do. That's how I take my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire. Scorn dissimulated with a smirk.
Hopefully you've captured some pictures of our lovebirds, too.
Oh, yes. I really can't wait to see them. Well, it's the downside of film. I know. But it'll be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. Good girl. In any case, I have a little reward for you.
Aww, so cute. Aww. She looks beautiful in that dress. That dude's looking sharp as well.
Perfect shot.
Oh, look at this, Bae.
This is amazing.
What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yes, truly. Thank you for doing this. Thank you again for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it. I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but...
No, it's absolutely lovely. It looks so friendly and warm.
Like the weddings we always really wanted to have.
Yes, once we sifted through the superfluous details.
I love that you guys figured that out in the end. And I love this picture. You only have one, Mr. Hyde?
Why, Mr. Cujo? You wanted to frame it and hang it on your wall?
Actually, yeah, something like that.
Good. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for you. No objections whatsoever.
Yeah, I'd love that. It would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Thank you so much. No, thank you.
Yes, Mr. Cujo. I'm not sure where we'd be without you.
So I take it you decided to embrace photography, Mr. Hyde.
It would seem so.
Oh, come on. Tell him.
Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet.
You're certainly not going back on it. You aren't either, right?
Of course not.
Well then.
Just to tell them the story. It's obvious you're dying. Just tell them the story. It's obvious you're dying to.
Don't have to ask me twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents have decided to get married in a room with her around.
That's a lovely idea.
I bet little Rose is thrilled. She is. An entire party next to her bed. Can you imagine? Anyhow, they got chatting with Hyde. And just like that, he promised to take their pictures pro bono. It's very good of you, Mr. Hyde.
It's nothing. I could use the experience. So that I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures.
Sounds like good social retribution to me. Right?
So, does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde? I've got a house and a job. And I got my own pocket werewolf. So it sounds like I'll be staying here a little while.
That's good to hear. How's the house coming along?
Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little particular.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream home look like for the two of you? We're not too sure yet.
But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No one is Tomodachi scrolling to look at other people's homes.
And no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side.
My love.
It's alright. I'm glad we talked it through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does. And if my family doesn't contribute anything. In fact, Lua's mom told me the same during the wedding.
I didn't know you talked about it.
Don't worry, it went well. She said what matters to her is that I make her daughter happy. Which is good, because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job.
Yeah, can't really consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little.
Yeah, when the time comes. But the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids topic.
It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid what it'd do to my work.
That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to child rearing. Well, not in our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be a stay-at-home dad. I'll still do some freelance work if and when I have time. But not so much for the money, as to keep my brain working. But I'll be taking care of the little ones, and of our place.
You know, I keep thinking...
Let's adjust my mic again. Bring it a bit over here. Bring it a bit over here. Okay, good.
You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. You'd be surprised.
Times are changing, and so on. Times are changing, and so on.
Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who would rather stay at home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other well.
I think so too.
Mr. Miller. Mrs.
No. Using my family name on you feels wrong. No, tell me your last name.
They would throw a fit if they heard you do that.
They absolutely would. It's almost tempting. But none of that matters much anyway.
As long as we're still Llewyn Baileys.
As long as we're still Llewyn Baileys.
Who's this? Huh.
Georgie. What's going on here? Oh, earrings. Okay.
Excuse me. Sounds like Hyde has a new way forward.
He has, yeah.
I'm really happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he?
There's nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only longish lives have issues. I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans. And we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? And the longer you live, the more once in a whiles you get.
That makes sense to me.
I'll say though, I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around, for all that it can be a difficult one. He also makes life a little more interesting, and we just really get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean.
Yes, really do. We really do.
At this point, even when we need to take a bit of a time out, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. That's right. You know, he's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. You like Mr. Cujo from the start. Not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He's been very kind to me, and perceptive about me as well. I'm glad he befriended you two. This chat right now, it's really good. You're alright too, Gala.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you.
Right back at ya. Yeah, listen to that. It's pouring rain again.
I'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket, Bay. But are you okay?
Yeah, don't worry about me.
I always worry about you. And I guess it's kind of my job now.
Only if I get to worry about you, too. You guys are cute. But you know what's even more than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyway.
I've always wondered where that came from. It sounds like lip service for the happy couple. To avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough.
Really? So you don't know?
Don't know what?
Maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard it, Mr. Cujo? Are you referring to the goddess's tears legend? Legend?
Too much talking. Must drink water.
Let me sit back down. I've been standing this whole time.
Yeah.
All right. Back to it. That's the one. Never heard of it. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry. But I can give you the short version.
Go on. I'm very curious.
All right then. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess.
That goddess had many children, but of all of her children, one she liked best. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They're kind and gentle. They'll love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled. But one day, as a young godling sat on the edge of a cloud pondering the world, a gust of wind blew on them, and they lost their balance.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it's not a sad story.
Alright then.
Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in place for many human eras, until a human found them there. Shall we call the godling Ion, and the human Ray, just of clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright, Ion and Ray it is. Ray walked up to Ion and finding them stunned, guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their life. And as days passed, Ion started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvest and of young children, of famines and old men. They talked of time and eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they found both the briefest of moments and the longest era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Ion by then. But when Ion went to see their mother, the goddess,
That old hag.
give her a chance, my love. She improves. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her.
It reminds me of someone.
I promise you, she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry and she told Ion, get married if you wish, but if you do get married, then you shall wither and die just like your fiancé. Yuck. And to nobody's surprise at this point, Ion said, I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side? Down to get married they went. For many hours the goddess was angry and shouted, and for many more hours she was despondent and sullen. Then finally, she turned an eye onto the ground to look at Ion and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Ion. They wore garlands of flowers and they were surrounded with people they loved. And for the first time, Ion wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling and their hair floating in the wind. And the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then. But a goddess's word once spoken isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Ion and Ray danced with it. And so the goddess said, for each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even if your hair turns gray and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other. And according to elves, that's how we came to be. But I think it's a bit far-fetched. My love, are you tearing up?
It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes.
You're a born legend teller, Mr. Baileys. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. Yeah, that was epic. I'm not gonna look at the rain. I'm not gonna look at rain the same way now. It's just a silly legend.
It's not silly at all. And you're right. The goddess is a lot better than your mother.
Told you. My history with the rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoors. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling.
My bedroom, when I was a little girl, was on the top floor. so I could hear the rain fall at night when I was in my bed. It was great.
I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside.
For sure.
Ah, look. Here's at least someone who's safe in the rain right now.
Ugh, that's a very wet little guy.
Poor Gala. Did he just shake rain all over you?
He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here, though? Is he your cat, Mr. Cujo? Ah, no. He's been around a couple of times.
I do remember seeing him a week or so ago. He's not any friendlier than he was then. Although he's not especially aggressive either.
Maybe he's adopting this place. Wouldn't be the first. That's pretty much how you got high, too.
Now that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something, though. Or someone.
If that's the case, he hasn't found him yet. He came by another time a few days ago. It was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled in either. And there he goes.
Very mysterious. What'd I miss?
A cat, apparently.
Ah, yes, I saw it go. What was that about?
Not entirely sure. He's come by a handful of times, but he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything.
I was saying that he might be looking for someone. Ah, perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight. Messengers between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something we can't.
That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually.
No comment.
Uh-huh. Anyhow, what was that call about?
That was the interior designer about the house. For some reason, he needed to know the exact size of my turntable, as well as whether I wanted walnut or oak floors. I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. I thought you'd be more particular about decoration, Hyde. I am particular, in the sense that I want it to look good.
Excuse me. But he's got no clue what to do to get there. I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, geek design trends.
The car served me right, thank you very much. I remember when a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around.
I shouldn't have brought that up. Truce. Why don't you help Hyde with decorating then, Gala?
Why, indeed.
My job. Time.
Your job. Time. I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gala is an interior designer's waking nightmare.
Not true. I just go for functional things.
That's what people say when they've got no taste.
Yeah? Maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here.
I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace.
Ugh.
Merriment.
You guys sound like you're just gonna be fine. Indeed. Feeling like this all together when it's dark and damp. And feeling good and safe and home. It's a pretty rare feeling in a kind of public place. I think the kind is key here. And as far as I remember, this has never felt like a strange place to me. Space. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like.
I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Mr. Cujo.
I'm glad that's how you feel it. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority.
Goal very much achieved then.
That and also you're all. You all are all right. It sounds like everyone's gonna be busy with their own stuff for a while, but I can't wait to come back and see your faces again. Whether in a week or a month or a year, I know it's gonna be a good one. Cheers to that.
Here, here.
You're all welcome anytime, separately or together. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to.
I'll definitely pop by to give you news.
And to get Fury remedies. And to get Fury remedies.
And to listen in on the drama.
We can't wait to welcome you back. I think the rain's over. We kept you for a while already, Mr. Cujo. Yeah, we should all use a dry spell to get back home.
Consider the night called. You guys go first, or we'll be stepping on each other's toes.
All right. Good night, Mr. Cujo.
Good night.
Good night, you two.
Let's go, darling.
Let's. Good night, Mr. Cujo. Thanks again for being with us. Tonight and on other nights. No, thank you for everything. Truly.
Have a good rest, Mr. Cujo.
Will do. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me for a second longer.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm carrying over the threshold, of course.
That's on the way into the home, not on the way out of the bar.
I could do both.
You're silly.
Maybe. But I love you.
I love you too.
Bustling, busy, and a buzz. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. I suppose that's what it feels like. To have a chosen hive.
Butterfly pea.
That's just all butterfly pea. That's all. 3 of them.
Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do.
The Evening Whispers. Heir of American business, royalty disowned over choice of life. Killer algae, a new invasive species. Fire director resigns in a wake of shocking leaks.
Somehow this feels like deja vu. Let's see who's here, eh?
Wait. Here. Aw, look at those two. Look at Gala, the handsome man. Dun, dun, dun. Silver. Dun, dun.
I think by the end of it, I'm in this industry for the love of it. And to keep having fun is a mindset I'll keep moving forward. And to keep having fun is a mindset I will keep moving forward.
Having someone you can connect with, especially within the same industry, is really something that I'm glad for.
Get married. Get married.
Lucas isn't. What? Why are yours not at level 3? What's wrong with you?
Somehow this feels like deja vu.
Georgie.
Hey. Welcome, Officer Georgie.
What's cracking? Aside from the thunder outside, that is.
Yep, deja vu.
What?
Nothing. Everything's fine. I have everything I need to avoid another blackout.
That's good news. You know, this weather is kind of growing on me.
Really?
Yeah. Not something I'd like to have forever, of course. But the thunder no longer sounds so angry to me.
Interesting. What does it sound like to you?
No idea. Just not scary anymore. Anyway, I want to order something.
Perfect. What would you like?
Make me whatever I ordered a couple of weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago,
Yeah, give or take. You're promoting a new tea selection at the time.
Good times.
I remember it had an interesting color. I'll take whatever you gave me that day.
So I went back and did this. I went back, pretty much went from the beginning of the game all the way from where we were last time. So what I gave him last time when he was first here is different, because I think I gave him, it must have been blue pea cinnamon or something, because it was the only thing I had at the time. But when I went back, I just gave him regular blue pea. So just to be sure, though, I'm gonna do this. This is what I gave him when I went back. Butterfly pea. A cup of anthocyanins for you, officer. What? It's what makes a drink blue. Ah, okay. Still tastes like grass. But my daughter told me it's really good for stress. Really? Are you stressed right now? Nah, don't worry. Since my daughter loves it so much, I was just trying to remind myself how it tastes. Oh, good. Well, usually blue pea is mixed with a bunch of other ingredients. It's a very forgiving drink taste-wise. Goes well with most things. And it looks pretty. Yeah, I can see that. Because it's tasteless except for grassy nose when you drink it straight. Right on. Does this mean you've already made up with your daughter? More or less. That's great. How are you, officer? How's work? Work, huh? Well, it's only been a couple of days since I was here. But I admit, a lot has happened. Oh? Patience, pal. We don't all have players here to complete the story yet. We don't have all the players here to complete the story yet. Oh? Someone else coming? 2 more. Alright then. Well, what do you mean complete the story? Well, like I said, there's been a lot going on. I can't recount the whole thing alone. I see. But you know, Mr. Kujo. For a while, this old man felt like he'd been living in a stagnant pool. When he thought he started out on a flowing stream. Didn't take long for him to find out it wasn't a stream or even a pool. It was more like a mud puddle. Now it's constantly being filled up with dirt year after year. And well, no matter how much he tried to keep it clean, the puddle would always dry out before any of his attempts bear fruit, every single time. He'd end up stuck in the bottom with only occasional rainwater keeping his existence going. Right. However, after a bout of heavy rain, he discovered a small crack of hope. A thin line leading to another flowing water in the original direction he wanted. Know what I'm saying? I think so. Lucas, there you are. Lucas is in the house, yo. Hey. What's up, what's up, what's up? And you, Pops, how goes it? All good. You're in high spirits, aren't you? Always. Anyways, Pops, what's shaking? I think I should be the one asking you that. What's with all the excess energy? You're right, and I probably should explain, but first. Dear Mr. Kujo, may I put it in order? You may. I'd like a blue pea latte with super cool latte art on top. Oh shit, oh shit, oh no. Blue pea latte. Here you go. Blue pea latte. Art. Okay. Oh shit. Oop. Okay, invert. Oh shit, that's not how it works. Okay, we'll do that. Wait. Like this. Like that. Okay. And now one over here. One over here. One over here. And one over here. Etch. Little feelers over there. And now to try and connect these two together. There you go. A butterfly. Definitely a butterfly. Here you go. Cup of blue latte with a masterpiece in it for you, sir. A masterpiece, huh? I like your confidence. Anyway, cheers. Nice. Thanks, Mr. Kujo. So what's up, kid? All's well, Pops. I'm waiting for the lady to arrive. Oh, so Miss Riona's coming? Yep. She should be here soon. Last couple of days have been really intense for us. In fact, I didn't sleep at all until last night. Oh? Why?
Let's just say we've been busy cooking up stuff. Tisk. What? What is it? I know you're a hustler, kid. Your schedule is probably not like everyone else's. But I hope you won't drag others into unhealthy habits unnecessarily. Although I know next to nothing about banshee biology.
Doesn't she do late night deliveries?
Oh?
Sometimes she does deliveries until morning.
Then never mind, kid. Forget everything I said earlier.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, what stupid thing did I do this time?
Nah, I was just pulling your leg. You're both adults. I was just playing around as a nosy, annoying old guy. Still, it's good that you guys are talking. Especially considering what happened the first time you two met.
Yeah, no kidding. That's what I mean by me doing stupid things, too. Sometimes I don't slow down enough to see the forest for the trees, you know?
It happens.
As long as you're aware of it and take a step back from time to time.
Yep.
So you were staying up because of the new podcast you posted.
Oh, yeah. Have you watched it?
What podcast?
The link on my T-Chill, Pops. That was a podcast.
You already seen it too? Oh man, I'm stoked.
I thought it was like a ghost hunt or something. But how dark everything was lighting-wise.
So it's too dark, huh? I'll keep that in mind. I admit, what you call the ghost hunting segment was shot kind of spontaneously. But what do you think about the whole thing, Pops? You too, Mr. Cujo. Tell me. Oh, I saw the post, but I haven't had the time to watch it yet. Sorry. Ah, well, don't be sorry. But go watch it when you have the time, alright?
Will do. Well, since I thought it was a ghost hunt, I didn't, you know. Well, since I thought it was a ghost hunt, I didn't, you know. I didn't watch all the way to the end.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Understandable.
My daughter enjoyed watching the whole thing, though.
Oh, that's great to know.
She told me Rachel was there, too. What gives?
Rachel? Yeah, she was our first guest. Oh, so did you film the episode right after the three of you talked about it the other day? Oh. Word slurring again. Oh, so did you film the episode right after you three talked about it the other day? Exactly. That's why it was spontaneously done. But the whole thing's not all about ghost hunting, Pops. That was just a clickbait. The actual story is...
I know. My daughter summarized it for me. You brought up the street. And the tree, too, didn't you?
Exactly. Because it was part of our plan, right? Yup. Welcome, Miss Riona. Hello?
Lady, finally you're here. Good evening, miss.
Hi, everyone. Was the traffic bad for you? No, not at all. I had to deliver something before I came. That's why I'm a bit late. I apologize.
Nah, you're not late. I'm just early.
Would you like anything to drink? Yes, please. I'd like a cup of mild coffee, sweetened with a lot of honey, if you would. Mild coffee, sweetened with a lot of honey. So that just makes me think coffee, honey. A lot of honey. No. With a lot of honey. Mild coffee. Maybe it is coffee, honey. That's something, isn't it? Isn't that the bee and busy? Sweet coffee. Is this it? A cup of warm drink incoming. Nope. Never mind. That's not it, is it? Something the matter? Yes, I don't think this is what I ordered. Whoops. I knew that. Are you seriously telling me to just give you coffee, honey? Sweetened with a lot of honey. Is this what you want? That is? Wow, okay. I'm surprised. That wasn't even a named drink.
That's what I used to order back in the day.
Really?
So what's happening So what's really been happening with you two? The kid stayed up for days for something, apparently. Does that include you as well?
Yes, but those are just my regular working hours.
See? See?
And? I thought we were done talking about that, Pops. What the heck?
I'm not done playing the old role of annoying and nosy old guy, that's all.
Jeez.
Oh, by the way, thank you for telling me about the pie shop, miss. Somehow I didn't know it existed.
Are you talking about Disco Pie?
Yep, that place closed up at midnight. It follows the schedule of a pub adjacent to it. Now my daughter can get pie even when I'm home late.
I see. That's good.
I swear I'm not trying to point your regulars in the direction of your rival, Mr. Kujo.
It's fine, it's fine.
What rival?
Maybe I should start selling food here.
Did I miss something?
I'm wondering too.
Well, as you probably know, especially if you follow my teach-il, we started a vlog/podcasting.
Right. My daughter watched the first 3 episodes yesterday.
Did she like it?
She loved it. I heard her laughing all the way.
I'm glad.
So, what's this vlog/podcasting really?
Yeah, please, clarify. I saw you had this walk-around session in that episode. I thought podcasts are supposed to be voice only. Like a radio show, but you don't need to catch it live.
Well, nowadays there's a lot of podcasts with videos. Voice is still the most important part though, and we did have the carpool podcast later in that episode. So usually there'd be 2 versions of the same video episode, the voice only one on audio streaming platforms, and the full video posted on video streaming platforms.
Ah, I see.
Sounds difficult to create both at the same time. Must require a lot of planning, doesn't it?
It does. If you're not the Lucas, that is.
Thanks to my editing and interviewing skills, you can enjoy the action session in the voice-only version all the same.
I see.
It wouldn't be possible to make the episode as compelling, though, without Lady Riona giving us good information to make the episode work. Somehow her voice really resonates well in the mic, so it was a joy to edit it into the narration. Also, Rachel was probably the best first guest we could have gotten. We even got a sneak preview of her new singles. Our first episode got tons of views because of that.
Really? That's great. But I wonder if that was cleared by her manager.
Probably not. But she knows what she's doing, I'm sure.
I can now see why you 2 stayed up for days now.
Sounds great, y'all. So, miss,
Yes?
are you enjoying your new role as a show co-host?
Well, it's interesting so far, and I'm learning a lot of new skills. So I'm eager to keep working on it. All the while I'm keep looking for auditions and honing my craft.
That's all I need to know.
So what else happened in the episode?
Go watch it. Just kidding. It's okay. You can watch it whenever.
I will. Later after work. So, Mr. Lucas, you said this is part of your plan. An officer, you said you need all players to be here to form a complete story. What's with all that?
Pops, if you please.
All right, I'll start. Mr. Kujo, you remember what we talked about a couple days ago?
Which part?
I asked you and Gala which you preferred, wild rumors or bad press. Though you didn't answer.
Ah, yes, I remember now. You said something about combining them, I think.
Yep, and that's where I and Lady Riona came in.
No? Excuse me.
Pops was telling me about his meetup with the grieving vandals. So I know the whole story, and I get what they were going for.
It's not that they want their friend to be remembered in a bad way.
Yeah, they just wanted to be remembered, period. So from talking with Pops, I had an idea. An idea to turn their action into a neighborhood legend. Urban legend. With their and their victims' family's permission, of course.
Victim's family.
When the officer asked me if I knew them, I was able to track them down.
You did? That's great. How?
We operate on a similar wavelength, which is the easiest way to explain it. It took a while, but I managed to reach them.
I see. That makes sense. So you're trying to turn their act of vandalism into an urban legend.
Exactly right.
Urban legend usually starts with hearsay, created from half-truths, half-exaggerations, from each speaker to the next listener.
Like a game of tag.
Sometimes they can even be all lies, but most of them often serve as a cautionary tale.
Yep.
But the best thing about this one is it's all real. It really didn't take much for me to tweak it into a whole new story.
Why did it need tweaking?
To make it less clear, of course. Because you want everyone to get curious. If you explain everything all at once, there's no mystery for others to dig into. Once they're hooked onto the premise, folks will try finding things out on their own. And in this case, because a tree already has a actual long history, those who dig for more information will surely fall down the rabbit hole. Other content creators who are into this stuff will lap it up. They tend to be big. Then the rest is history. Their friend's memory will have a life of its own.
I see what you mean. Did you have the story in yesterday's episode?
Part of it. We're planning to discuss it further in a couple episodes. Because you need to give the impression time to propagate, you know?
Honestly, it was probably good enough. Because my daughter couldn't stop asking me more about it. She knows the story was based on my case.
Let me check more water.
And she'd been telling her friends at school about the video. Without letting them know it was my case, of course.
That would be bad.
Sounds very promising, though.
You're telling me?
That's great. Send our thanks to your daughter, Pops. What?
It's all very different from what, This is all very different, but a somewhat exciting experience. How'd you know this all work out as intended? This will.
We don't. It's not that easy to influence that many heads, you know?
Huh? But you were so confident.
Because we'll never know the outcome of anything unless we try.
That's true.
That's true. Well, congrats on taking a new step into a new direction, kiddos.
Taking a step.
Who knows? Maybe someday soon I'll join in on that.
You want to become an influencer too, Pops?
Could you imagine? Nah, I meant taking a new step in a new direction. How about Georgie Williams, private investigator sounds?
Wow, really?
For real? Nah, I'm kidding. Or am I?
Who knows at this point?
I mean, I think it really fits you well.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, miss.
I might have to leave soon. Huh? Why? I haven't eaten anything substantial since this morning. It was a really busy day. Oh, word? Let's go then. You can stay. I'll just go for a quick bite and come back. Nah, let's go. We're partners, right? Besides, we still have a lot of things to discuss. Oh, you're right. Okay, if you're fine with it. But before we go, I want to give a final test to Mr. Cujo.
Test.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm very impressed with your coffee shop. It's one of the best I've ever been in. And I see your regulars are loyal as well. So I want to send you a luxurious Lucas-approved 5-star plaque.
Oh my. So that's real, huh?
What's that? Nothing.
Does it mean this coffee shop will be part of the hottest gang now?
Only if you pass this one test. Make me a custom order based precisely on my preferences.
Could you tell me a bit more?
After all, the relationship between a shop and its patrons are based on deep familiarity. So I just want you to make a drink based on what you know about me. I can't really drink coffee anymore, but I still need the caffeine.
Right.
I like really sweet things. And sometimes I forget to eat, so I'll need something rich to soften up the drink. What special drink would satisfy all that?
Okay, so it's gotta be a tea. Richness. What is richness? I'm assuming that's mint. Tea. No, not tea. It's gotta be a tea. But which tea? This one has
Sweet and rich.
sweet Sweet and rich. Honey mint green tea. No, probably not that. Richness. What is richness, I wonder? That one doesn't have caffeine. Is it hibiscus, maybe? Hibiscus, honey, and... I'm thinking mint. It might not be mint, actually. Oh, wrong one. Richness, richness. It might not be mint. It might be something else. So it's gotta be a tea. They mentioned this specifically when it came to still having caffeine. So probably that. That and richness, richness. Richness. Yes. Honey and ginger. Honey ginger green tea. Nope. Lemon? Nope. Oh god, I'm running out. Cinnamon. Nope. Only one last thing. Mint. Or, sorry, milk. Oh! I did it. That's gotta be it. That's a new one. I don't have that one. Yeah. There it is. It's the final one, I think. Yeah. Here you go, sir. Whoa! That looks nice, kid. What do you call this? It says it's made for your approval. 5 stars. How's that sound? Bit of quotation marks and everything? Perfection. Truly a service worthy of Lucas's 5 stars. Cheers. Wow, that's hot. Jeez. You didn't have to drink it all at once. I think it's time for us to go. I mean, for me. Roger that. Let's get going then. See you later, Pops. Good luck with everything. You too. You too. Bye, Mr. Cujo. See you again soon. Goodbye. My voice is giving out. Why did I decide to finish it tonight? I thought tonight might be the final day. So, just you and me now. Nothing wrong with that. Gotta go soon, though. Duty calls. Sure. Freya! I miss you, Freya! Finally, you came. I had a feeling you'd show up on the final day. Hello, Mr. Cujo. How are you? Freya. Hey, Miss Greenhair. Hey, officer. Long time no see. I heard you've been going around the world, huh? Around the world is a bit much, but I've been somewhere. I'm glad to see you here, Freya. Well, as much as I'd like to stay and chat, duty calls. Aw, that sucks. I miss you. Well, see you later, Georgie. Yeah. Don't forget to tell Mr. Cujo the truth, okay? Later, Mr. Cujo. Oh yeah, that whole postcard that Freya sent Georgie. There was something in it that he wouldn't tell me. I will. Let me move over there. So, my buddy, my pal, my good friend. Mr. Cujo, what's up? Why did you tell me you were coming? Before you start blaming me, it was a last-minute thing. Even I didn't know I'd be back so soon. So what makes you return sooner than expected? Well, maybe I'll tell you after a drink. Hey, do you remember my very first order here? Espresso? Yep, you have a good memory. The first time I was here, it was raining as hard as it is now. I thought nothing was open anymore until I saw your shop. Your espresso was one of the best coffees I've ever had. Thank you. One espresso for me, please. Okay. Here you go.
1 espresso. Here you go, Freya. A cup of triple shot espresso for you.
Great. Again, this deep aroma and such stellar flavors. Thanks.
So, mind telling me why Officer Georgie said what he said? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Hey, you're not here. Why?
Oh, look at them. Are they on a date? So, mind telling me why Officer Georgie said what he said?
Which part?
Something about telling me the truth.
Ah. Well, about that. Okay. I'm leaving for a writer's residence soon. And it's really, really far away.
What?
I know. It was impulsive. It was something I did on a whim. I know. Me and my old buddy sent the application form like last month. Not really expecting anything. But we got accepted. And somehow it's for this year's rotation. Which means I need to pack and get ready real soon.
It's not a scam, is it?
Of course not.
How long is it gonna be?
I don't know. Maybe a few months? But I might try to keep traveling after that.
Okay.
Mr. Cujo? Are you sad?
No?
Don't be sad while I'm gone, okay?
I said I'm not sad.
Ah. Anyway, tell me what's been happening all this time I've been gone. There should be a lot of juicy stories waiting for me, right?
Oh, you have no idea.
Spill it. Everything.
Alright. So it started about 2 weeks ago. Oh, Freya's leaving. What the hell? She just got here. Are you not gonna be in the third game then? Aqua's working on her game while Myrtle helps from time to time. You're a good team. Just a good team? You're not a good anything? Come on. Just tell me. Silver and Amanda's trip took them quite a bit further than they expected. And Pearl appears to be in a number of their selfies from London, Sydney, and the Mongolian steppe. Steppe? Hyde's reputation as a dreamy, sensitive wedding photographer spread all around all of Seattle. And Gala is fond of qualifying him in those exact terms, and Hyde's obvious displeasure and joy. The Wynn Baileys bought a little house with large windows, a small garden, and an extra bedroom. Bailey's has been using it as a workspace, but it stands ready to fulfill a whole nother function when the time is right. Kids! The Knuckle Shell and Army collaboration was a success, as a new single was released on time. Even though the reviews are mixed, her true fans love it, and that's all that matters, she said.
Riona!
In spite of its impromptu nature, their first vlogcast was a success, especially with Rachel's appearance boosting the views. Lucas's team has joined production a few episodes later, and they're thinking of blah 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 blah. Word of mouth spread the story of the accident, resulting in a combination of history and urban legend. A petition then was created to memorialize the site, which was successfully included in the something process. Coffee Talk, a game by Toga Productions. Game clear. Now we have to wait for a year or so. Yeah, a year until Coffee Talk Tokyo comes out. Can't wait for that. Maybe I'll get a custom, what do you call, sprite done. You know, a PNG in the style of this game. I don't know where I'd be able to get that, but I'll find it. All right. Well, I'm glad we were able to end tonight. Maybe I should have started earlier so it didn't have to be 11:24 once this thing was done. But that's fine. I have work, unfortunately. I finally had to go back to work. But that's fine as well. I had my 5 days. I had my fun. It's time for me to go back. We'll just stop until the end credits. Post credits. There's probably post credits. And after that, we'll end it tonight. We'll end tonight. this done then, that must mean that in 7 days, when episode Hibiscus comes out, we'll be playing that. I don't mind. Another talk heavy game with another talk heavy game. It's fine. After that, once that's done, we'll play Red Dead Redemption 2. Once Persona 4 is done. I did say I was gonna play Persona 4 Arena, but maybe not. I'll check how I feel after that. Here you go. Who is it, huh? Riona. It's Riona. Hello again.
Hello. I dropped something here a long time ago, so I'm here to get it.
Oh? What item was it?
It's fine. I've got it. It was right under the seat.
Really? Huh. Always make sure to check everything before closing, too.
There are times when we simply miss things. Particularly if it is a task that we have performed numerous times.
That's true.
I guess it's a sign for me to double check everything.
Oh, whoops. That's me. Oh, is that me? I thought it was her speaking. I guess it's a sign for me to double check everything.
It may, or it may not be. I have a feeling you'll find something of interest either way. There's even a possibility of gaining a complete understanding of everything. Or everyone.
Pardon? I didn't quite catch that.
Have a good evening, Mr. Kujo.
Oh, okay. Have a safe trip, Miss Riona. Huh. Well, I feel like I got everything right. Oh well. Looks like no one else will be coming tonight. Might as well go check on... What was that? Sounded like it came from inside the drawer. Is it the cat? They're the only, missing items. They're here. But they vanished a while ago. What is really going on? What, they're there for me to give to other people? You have now seen part of the image, but there are still many details to discover. They didn't even tell me. Wow, that's surprising, actually. Yeah, different things, I would assume. You know, like different, outcomes if I gave items to different people and all that. Okay, well that will be it here. That will be it for tonight. Boop. That was Coffee Talk 2. Thank you everyone for stopping by, but it is time for us to end tonight's stream. I think I'm just gonna end it right here because it is late and I need to go to sleep soon. So thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful rest of your time zone. And with that being said...
Attention Kujo Copters. We hope your shopping experiences have been wonderful. And remember that you're always good to go when you shop at Kujo's.
Good night.